Yo, rest in peace of Shorty Low for real. Welcome to Barz and Shotz, episode 41. We got the whole team quarantine.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Yes.
That's that Dirk.
It's the Dirk episode. And we got me, myself, Flaw 700, DJ Big J. We got Ant the Great One, and we got Jerrell. Hey, it's crazy you bring up Dirk because just a quick conversation is quick. I was in the barbershop talking about if Dirk played today, boy, he'd be an animal. Unfortunately, he had to play in a more physical era.
Yeah.
But boy, oh boy, if he played today and all he had to do was shoot.
He'll still be nasty.
No, I'm saying
he'll still kill. He'll be killing.
I mean, but he was nasty then, though.
You
just got to think about the people he was going up against, though. Like power forwards in like the
Duncans.
Thousands is crazy, man. That nigga had to go up against like Sheek at one point. No.
And I'm saying now, picture him playing today with no Sheek, no Duncan, no.
Yeah. He had to deal with the Greek feet though. That would not look. Yeah, Dirk can't play him.
Why is he so good?
Oh, the Greek freak.
He black. That's why, dog.
Nigga just need a jumper.
I was gonna say he had some work to do. Like imagine
if work to do. That's the crazy part.
If he worked, which he showed, which I think that he will, you'll be answering that. You'll be asking that same question in a few years.
How excited we are about basketball coming back, man?
I'm not.
I'm confused.
I'm excited for sports, period, bro.
What about football? All right, football.
Sorry.
Nothing. What's it gonna look like? Empty seats. Nobody like.
No fans.
No fans. I don't know.
I guess I think of stuff like that from a athlete's perspective. I would not play. Fuck y'all.
You can't social.
I would not play. There's no
stadiums.
Way. Can you imagine? Hold on. Fuck the stadiums. Can you imagine? How can you social distance players though?
Yeah.
So fuck the players, right? Like, so fuck the health of the players.
You can't social distance, but they got them high technology rings. I know the NBA players is going to have them, which I don't know how it works, but you put the ring on, they let you know who has the COVID.
That doesn't stop you from getting it.
It does. Well, I mean, if you know somebody, somebody's coming up the hallway with it, you can beeline.
Bro, this is some bullshit, yo.
This
coming up the hallway.
Sound like some bullshit when you said it. That's why you started.
He started with some bullshit.
All right.
This is how I look at it, fellas. We all going. We gotta come in. We gotta come in contact with it eventually.
Negative. No.
You got to come in contact with it, not me.
You got to come.
That's cool.
Not me. I'm cool. I don't want that shit around me.
No.
I got babies.
Can't.
So last week we got into the topic of T.I. versus 50, and we kind of just went off the head with it because it was breaking news. Shout out to Ant the Great One for breaking the news. Appreciate you.
You
need more of that.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes on them news feeds just in case we miss something. You on the job. So we kind of just was like off the top talking about who will win the versus between 50 and T.I. So after a week of thinking about it, watching interviews, mostly T.I. Going back,
mostly T.I. nigga.
Mostly T.I. Listening to albums. Basically what we doing. I think that all four of us got T.I. winning. I changed my mind.
Now you changed your mind. Yeah. Why you change your mind?
Because the same thing.
I didn't hear it in the microphone.
Well, it's the same thing. I think 50, Fab, and Nelly will suffer from the same thing. Their lack of featuring with other artists can come back and get them.
Not Fab, though. Not Fab.
I wouldn't say that. A lot of that shit.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
But this is just my opinion. I think that a lot of features got those artists out of here. It wasn't just their catalog. So when like me and Ant was listening to a bunch of Tip songs that was features, and we was like, man, like these things
features are nuts.
It is. So when they come on and Fifth just plays his AO, now we're not AO technology because that was with Justin Timberlake, I think. But when he just plays his records with just him, it might not hit the same.
I think
features.
The reason here's my question. Go ahead. My fault, Jerel.
I was about to say the reason I chose Tip before was because of that. Because a lot of people, I think, forgot early Tip, just like a lot of people forgot a lot of Ludacris features. Mm-hmm. Tip was on more features than Ludacris back then. Ludacris might have been on like some better ones and ones that was on the radio and shit, but like that never scared remixes coming. Like Tip is on that. Tip is on
Yeah,
Never
Tip.
Scared.
Yeah, he
I
on
said
that.
Kiss could play
Like,
Never Scared. Y'all laughed at me, but Tip could play his Never Scared.
He on Round Here.
Yes.
With,
Yeah, he
Bleak
Tip
and,
can play Never
Trick
Scared.
Daddy.
Just asking.
Against
Yeah,
50,
he can
I'm
play
saying.
that.
No.
Why not?
You said if Luda played. Wait.
No, 2 weeks ago I said Kiss got to play Never Scared remix.
Oh, nah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
He ain't do Never Scared like
Kiss
T.I.
ain't
did
got.
Never
Kiss
Yeah,
don't have to play that.
That don't hit
he
the
don't
same.
have to play that.
Never
That don't hit
Scared,
the same though.
but Never Scared has always been mostly a hook. Do we care that anybody's on that record? Come on now.
Yeah, I remember Tip verse too.
Everybody
just
but
like they
Bone
shoot.
I'm
Crusher.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just do.
Just like they shooting
Yeah,
remix.
that song hit hard.
It gets cut
Yeah, they
off at
shoot-
the Kiss
they shoot.
verse.
Yeah.
We
He
juggling.
own that
I
song
need
now.
it from the top. We juggling that, and we letting Kiss
Yeah,
rock. And
that's
there's
crazy
no
how he
more.
own that song though. Like
I think that's different though. Never Scared is a hook heavy song. We don't care who's rapping on it. I don't
I
know
agree.
nobody's verses.
A lot of
Busta
South
went
joints.
in
A
on
lot
it.
of South
Busta.
joints was, but when you look at, I get what you're saying. So when you look at Never Scared, I'm outside of the club, niggas.
Mhm.
You get what I'm
y'all
saying?
hold on, but y'all say that because the original song, the nigga that's really rapping can't rap. Like that's why. Like when you first heard the song, didn't nobody give a fuck about the verses.
Don't do
'cause the
Bone
verses was
Crusher
trash.
like that, bro.
Fuck Bone Crusher.
yeah, fuck Bone Crusher because Tip on the original
I like
version.
his
He not on
song.
the
Fuck
remix.
him.
Tip
Name
is on
another
the
song.
original.
I hear what you're saying, but if I was
I'm joking.
if I was
I
listen,
know.
if I was a lyrical assassin, right?
Yeah.
And I did Never Scared, I would definitely water my record down, water my raps down for that record. I think that's just a hook heavy song. It didn't matter who was on it. Gam was
You're
on
not
it.
a rapper.
Bus was
You're not a
Yeah.
rapper. You're not a rapper.
I don't believe that.
Why would you water your verse down?
All right.
because the
Let
hook
me
is
ask you
hot?
something. Let me ask you something.
And plus, remember this is mixtape game. Everybody rapped on that fucking beat on the mixtape series.
Why would I water my verse down? Because that would
Everybody killed that beat. Though.
that in some cases that's what you did for the single. Sometimes,
No, it's
not
not.
everybody. Yes, it
No,
was.
it's not.
Jay, you can't say everybody did not water themselves down for their single.
But why? What logic? Where's the logic?
Because the hook is the seller point. That's it.
Right.
The hook will always be the selling point.
We talk
It'll
about
always be the selling point.
talk about Bone Crusher though.
I know, but I'm saying if I was a rapper, I would have. I would have.
Hold on. We talking about Bone Crusher. I know. I get your point, Flaw. In this instance, we're talking about Bone Crusher.
You get my point.
Niggas did not get on a
yeah.
song. Niggas did not get on a song. Was like, I'm not gonna do this filthy. The hook is hot. What's the point of getting on a fucking song? Leave it alone.
Niggas want to try to go hard. Like Bustin' verse on that shit
Nah,
is
them
crazy.
niggas
Like,
killed that shit.
Yeah.
It's just you
Cam
never
even went on
dumb
that
down
song,
your
yo.
verse because
Everybody went on.
yeah, I
That.
mean,
yeah.
Joe Budden killed this song.
it's just that the hook,
Everybody killed this song.
We
the
can't say
industry
this.
formula is keep it simple, stupid, right? It's a KISS method. So I'm outside of the club, niggas think I'm a punk. Tell them motherfuckers I ain't never scared. That's dope. So I'm gonna wanna make you wanna play this shit after the hook from a DJ's perspective.
I get,
bro.
Yeah.
Only thing I get what Flaw's saying because it is a single or whatever, but this is Bone Crusher we talk about. He didn't do that. That nigga just rapped and it was whack.
I think Bone Crusher poured his heart out.
Yeah, he was just trash.
That wasn't Kiss' best verse. He didn't need it to be. That's what I'm saying. Kiss killed it, but I don't need to kill this record. It's going to sell itself.
This is what the industry said. You got a dope joint. We need features. You get
Put
what
a
I'm saying?
remix out immediately.
Because that's how remixes happen. You get what I'm saying? Yo, you did a dope joint, but such and such a sound dope on this. Or such and such artist reached out and say, yo, let me hop on that.
It's not how the best
I
of me remix happens.
I don't necessarily agree.
That's
now,
not how
Jay,
the best of me
you might
remix
be more in the
happens.
industry, but I don't think that's how that remix happened.
Feel me, Jerrell?
I look at it like an Atlanta artist had a huge record. Now, how do we promote this more? We go get New York artists. I don't think they specifically picked out Kiss and Cam and Busta, but we need New York on it. They didn't go out and say we need some killers to do this. Just put New York
They
on.
directly went to New York and got New York artists on that shit.
That's it.
To make it crossover in New York.
My thing is, I actually think the song was so dope that New York dudes went and got it. I think it's the other. Yeah, I think it's the other way around. Because that song was a hit before the remix came out.
It was.
The original single was a hit.
Yeah, it was.
So yeah, if the single is a hit, he didn't have to go out and try to get New York rappers on it to me.
It'll be a toss up until we get Bone Crusher on, which I'll work on it. But until we get Bone
Yo, get him, yo. We might could get him.
we might. Hey, listen. Know what I was thinking? We'll save it for our Lloyd Banks topic, but I think we can get Banks on. I don't think Banks.
Can we get Banks on?
I think we can get Banks on.
We could get Bone Crusher for 12-pack.
Of course, nigga. It's some,
do that.
Picking holiday, nigga.
But it's going to be a toss up.
Like that.
It's going to be a toss up.
My guy, though.
It's going to be a toss up on how the New York rappers got on. I think it can go either way. Me or Jerrell said either. Jermaine Dupri was like, "Yo, how can we get this? How can we get Flex to play?" Because remember, that was the conversation.
Yeah, Flex.
The DJs in New York just won't play our record regardless of how hot it is. So how can we get Flex to bomb on it? Or it could have been, damn, this shit hot. We're going to jump on it.
It most likely was a combination of both of y'all.
First of all, don't disrespect the DJ's ear, bro. We still run the industry.
Jay,
so we're not going to say how do we get New York DJs to play it. If it was hot, niggas was going to play it regardless. You gotta understand. You gotta understand how the industry. You gotta understand how the industry and how record labels and radio work. Why do you think they had a big thing with payola?
Hey Jay.
Yes.
I'm not saying that is
the
truth. No, I'm not. I'm telling you that I recently watched a Mac 10 interview, right? And they asked Mac 10, why did you diss East Coast artists? He said, because they would not play our record. Period. It's not. I'm telling you what they feel, Jay. The reason why TA goes out on a limb because they feel like that the New York DJs do not play their records.
90s though,
but I'm telling you their mentality. They don't think that they get the love.
That's not their mentality, bro. That's not their mentality. See, that might have been a 90s mentality. We talking about 2000s, bro. We talking about 2000s where the South put a staple on the industry.
So in 2020, why is T.I. still talking about the disrespect from New York? Why is he still talking about it?
Because it'll always be a forever battle, bro. Maul was wrong. Shout out to the Joe Budden podcast. Maul was wrong. Maul and Roy was wrong. There will always be an underlying beef between the East Coast and down South.
From what?
Because
they don't think they get respect that they deserve from us.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. So no. I get what you're saying, but you're saying DJs wasn't playing. We're talking about an era where record pools got singles. You get what I'm saying? So when we was in the franchise record pool, we had to go to New York, and they gave us 20 records, 20 vinyls, and you had to go home and do your homework. You literally had to go home, listen to it. You had to fill out a paperwork and submit what it was. So if the label if it was a single and the label got it in, DJs had the record. You get what I'm saying? Niggas was playing it. If it was hot, it was hot. That song was played on the radio before they did the remix.
I get that.
I can tell that the disrespect still comes up and why Tip is mad. Have y'all seen the conversations about Tip verse 50?
Some of them, yeah.
Yo,
they got 50 washing him.
Yeah, they got 50 washing him. Yeah, he wrote his life.
50 killing Tip.
But
they got 50 washing T.I.
But most of it is from what he's doing outside of music, though. Like with the power.
Bro, it's a bias. It's literally.
I'm seeing it though on hip hop labels. I mean, on hip hop sites and all that.
It's a bias, bro. We have when that New York and I tell a lot of DJs and I tell a lot of people, you have a New York East Coast bias. Because now the errors, because niggas talking about some 50 mixtapes.
They came out in the same. First of all, here's the thing.
They didn't age well at all.
And he ain't playing that shit anyway.
They didn't age well. So
he's not catalog.
Tip was right. His catalog is doper than 50's.
It is.
His catalog is doper than 50's. Period.
Because he laps him when it comes to songs.
50 made a huge ass impact when 50 came out.
But his music did not age well, like you said.
His music did not age well.
And that's why the Snoop 50 makes more sense because of their impact on how they first came out with Doggy Style and Get Rich.
But Snoop music is doper than his.
It's still going to be a East
Snoop
Coast
features
bias.
are killing 50. Snoop can do all features, yo.
50 has to go against a New York artist for it to be fair.
I actually think 50 versus Snoop is disrespectful.
Yeah.
To Snoop.
To Snoop.
Hey, I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, man. That's that.
You.
To me, I think that.
I think
that
50
is
knows he can't beat Tip, and that's why he's not responding.
And the reason
real shit.
And I think
he's
the reason
throwing chairs instead.
Exactly. Let's get into it.
And you got to think about whoever challenges who. You got to pay attention about the challenges. Like 50 challenged Snoop because he wants to put himself up there with Snoop.
Right.
T.I. challenged 50 because they already had an underlying beef with the Floyd Mayweather shit and Tiny and all that.
Yeah,
so they already had a beef.
50 was calling him snitch on the songs and all that in the low.
So they already had a little beef, even though they quote unquote kind of squashed it. But it's still
niggas still remember that shit. Plus, it's the New York shit that Nelly was talking about. Shout out to Nelly.
And plus, when it come to Tip, when it come to the East Coast bias shit, who else could he challenge other than 50?
Well, I can ask you that. Well,
Cam.
I was about to get at because
he'll kill Cam.
T.I. said he needs to put with Jay-Z, Lil Wayne.
Fab, y'all done win already. Kiss done win already.
But wait,
T.I. gotta chill. T.I. gotta chill.
T.I. said put him with Lil Wayne, put him with Jay-Z, and there's two other artists he put with. So why battle 50 if you want to be compared to those guys? Why not battle them?
Because 50 is still up there though. Like 50 is in a high regard. That's why everybody still got 50 killing him.
But if he beats 50, we look at that as a great feat. But do we put him with the Jay-Z's and the Lil Waynes and the Eminem?
I already put him up.
And that's my point.
I put T.I. in this. Listen, I personally put T.I. in that same regard as Lil Wayne. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. What has Lil Wayne? Outside? Listen to me. Hold on. Let me finish.
He was scared of Wayne too.
Let me finish. Outside of Young Money, T.I. has done damn near the same thing as Lil Wayne has.
Oh yeah,
don't do that. No, he not.
Why hasn't?
No,
outside of Young Money.
Them Carters.
What was name T.I.'s? Name one of the top of T.I.'s mixtapes. Give me three.
Mixtapes.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
Right. Right. Look at this. Right.
He got him.
You got him.
Fuck.
Shout out to my Libra brother.
Hold on. I ain't gonna do tip like that. A mixtape from T.I.
And you wanna know what's
Down with the King? Down with the King.
You wanna know what's the difference between Lil Wayne?
I forgot about the mixtape, Wayne. I'm sorry.
Do you want to know the difference between like Lil Wayne and T.I.?
Where my shit at? Blame that.
You want to know the difference between Lil Wayne and T.I.? To me, is Lil Wayne is Lil Wayne. T.I. is still fighting for the South supremacy. Like Lil Wayne
is fighting for a spot for him alongside.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. T.I. is still fighting for the South supremacy.
Y'all can have this topic, fam.
He's still fighting.
A nigga could come on TV and tell you the South got something to say, and then Jay says, I don't agree. T.I. said it. Lil Wayne is not having a South conversation because he's so big. What am I saying that's wrong?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Lil Wayne's not having a lot of conversations because Lil Wayne is Lil Wayne.
But in a rap,
Lil Wayne is having a lot of conversations right now.
I don't even put Lil Wayne in the South. I don't even consider that.
Why not? Because why not though?
Why New Orleans? What the fuck? What?
I just don't. I don't know. I just to me when I think South, I don't think New Orleans.
Because of why?
Why though?
It's just I don't.
Okay,
that's
but
right next to motherfucking Atlanta and
shit. But look, Lil Wayne and all that. Lil Wayne is that big. That's what I'm saying. T.I. is still like, yo, Atlanta got something to say. Lil Wayne does not have to speak for New Orleans because he is stamped.
Wayne is a lot bigger than T.I.
That's what I'm saying.
Wayne is a lot bigger.
So Jay, where do we disagree at? Because
but when you said when it comes to the South,
because
T.I.'s the king of the South.
That's the energy T.I. brought.
Hold on, if y'all, everybody listened to the Tip interview, right? He was talking Hot 97, right? The reason you got to think about, you got to pay attention to what he said.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's scared of three people, yo. He said he's scared of Wayne, Drake, and Jay-Z. There's a reason why he's scared of those three people, yo.
Because they catalogs are stupid.
Yeah. Because their catalogs are stupid and they're not categorized as North-South, but they're global. Like them niggas is icons. Those are three people that he cannot beat and he knows it. Don't get me wrong, he ain't.
He said he'll battle him.
He'll say he'll battle him because that's what he's supposed to say that, but he know.
He know what it is. He said he know what it is. Yeah, I get that.
He even said M too. My bad. He said M too. He don't want to battle M either because he'll lose on that. He knows it.
But he said he want all the smoke.
God damn it!
He want all the smoke though.
I
Tip got a dope catalog, and I'm glad he's standing up for his shit, yo. Because he has a dope catalog, yo.
I might just be thinking like my Facebook or my followers or the people I talk to. Niggas really don't respect Eminem. Jesus,
yo, what are you talking about?
Burns my soul.
I don't want to talk about Eminem. We're not talking about Eminem.
Right.
We do this all the time.
But no. T.I. They do the same thing to T.I.
Okay, go bring the T.I.
Everybody that I talk to, everybody who I've seen post, it's just like, y'all gonna stop acting like 50 ain't gonna get T.I. He's not gonna get T.I. out of here.
Yo,
easily.
what's T.I. dope? He said he got 5 classic albums, which I totally disagree with, yo. What are his best
Of course
albums?
you're gonna disagree with him.
All the ones he said are his best albums. But what is his best album out of the 5 he named? Is it Paper Trail? By far, right? Paper Trail.
I want to say Paper Trail or T.I. versus Tip.
No, I know that album was underrated, but
it was underrated. It wasn't Paper Trail though, but that's good. It wasn't an album though.
I didn't like it that much though. It was okay. Hurt was dope. I like that Hurt joint.
The King.
I like the shit with him and Jay-Z. Watch What You Say to Me.
Yeah. Paper Trail is Paper Trail though.
Paper Trail is his classic album. That's his magnum opus though.
Yeah,
to
man.
Me.
To me,
King,
that's a classic.
King was a dope album. Urban Legend was a dope album.
King is probably my second, and Urban Legend probably third.
But then he said trap music and I'm Serious is classic. He said they classics, bro.
Those are dope, but they're just not classic to me.
It's everything, of course, is opinionated. You get what I'm saying? We might not feel that those are classics. It might be a gang of niggas in the South.
Hey, yo, I think now
worldwide that think that is so now.
Go ahead, bro.
It's your question.
Like I say, like I had a thought. So do we include the Locks as Jada as we include G-Unit as 50?
No.
And
No.
Reason why I say that, and the reason why I say that is when you say features, that G-Unit Beg for Mercy album, nasty. Love that shit. You get what I'm saying? Do we add that to 50's album catalog? Because anything past Get Rich or Die Trying, it's just okay, good.
Yeah, I would, Jay. I would add it.
But that's your opinion. But that's your opinion because I think the Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack goes hard.
Yeah, that soundtrack is dope. It got it got some bombs on it though.
I think it got some. But only need a few off of it. I think that the Massacre has 2 or 3 on it, so he can pick. See the difference between Kiss and
see what you said, 2 or 3.
Yeah, from his whole catalog.
No. 50 can do Get Rich or Die Trying in a whole battle. And possibly win every round.
No, bro.
When it comes to New York, you fucking right again.
Though, but that, first
niggas
of all,
is already talking about something. Niggas is already talking about Back Down is unbeatable.
Listen. That's just like Jay-Z playing the whole Black album in a fucking battle, yo.
Many man.
That's
Jay would get a whole lot of niggas out of here with the Black album.
Remember I said 2 things can be true at the same time. And yes, that is corny. And Jay definitely has a point.
He does. No, he does have a point though. But I'm looking at it from like, come on now. Why would you can't play your whole Get Rich or Die Trying?
I was just spreading it out.
Whole catalog.
Because Jay, you're right. But I was just spreading it out. Like, let's go into many bags because you asked a question about the groups. The difference between Kiss and Deluxe and 50 in the Locks is 50 has more individual songs he can pull from. He don't need G-Unit in a sense. I'm not saying Kiss needs
it. He's going to need that Beg for Mercy.
He might add some songs, but I'm just saying.
He's going to need that Beg for Mercy.
I mean, Get Rich or Die Trying.
He don't need it.
That bag.
He can take 5 off Get Rich or Die Trying.
He going to put what song
more to go?
What song will he pick off of Beg for Mercy in his 20?
Hold on. Are y'all counting Game's first album?
Because you got to count that. Because according to him, bitch, he gave him 8, 9 joints.
Nope.
If Kiss can play,
Hated to Love It. No. First of all,
we're not counting. You got it. You're not counting.
He can do Hated to Love It and How Do You Do. Fuck you talking about?
Wait.
So that's 2.
You know where I'm going, Jerrell. Wait a minute.
So that's 7.
Wait.
Move the goalpost, don't he?
13 more to go.
Nigga, move the goalpost, don't he?
You didn't say nothing about Kiss when he played Victory. Why can't 50 play what he wrote for Game?
Oh, I actually did say something about Kiss. I said I don't like that, and that doesn't count.
He did say he didn't like it.
Okay, but guess what? It happened. So Kiss
and it counted.
It counted. So if I'm 50 and Game,
I don't think it counted for me. I think I gave Fab that.
But Kiss still played it.
It was probably
because I wrote it.
Because the verses doesn't have concrete rule. Listen. Swiss Beats, Timberland, you guys are gods to me. Please put some fucking concrete rules.
Don't do that now. Don't wait till Kiss play.
You gonna wait till Kid's body fat, right?
Now niggas would have rules.
I'm always said this. Because to me, features does not count. If I'm an artist, if I'm an artist, if he loses, he loses.
No, he lost. Then he lost.
Kids would have got hung out to dry.
He would have got dragged. Listen, if I'm an artist, and the great ones say, "Hey, yo, I got this dope joint. You'll sound beautiful on it. It already got Flaw and it already got Jerel on it. I need you on it."
And I spit hot fire.
I lay a 16. I lay a 16 that clean you niggas. But the concept was given to me by the great one. That's not a part of me. That's not me.
Jay. Watch your mouth, Jay.
Listen.
On, clean me up.
The reason, if you gave me the hook, listen. But if you gave me the hook, and that's the reason why we got this Grammy, nigga. That's all our Grammys, nigga.
Yeah, if I gave you the hook, but if the hook comes with the beat, the concept. Listen, it's about drinking.
But listen,
drinking on a podcast.
That's the name of the song. Songs like that, bro. Drake got songs like that where he put the hook. He give a nigga 16 in this Grammy nominated type shit.
All right, so hypothetically, can Wayne throw Duffel Bag Boys in there?
Yes.
Why? It's a hook.
That song is trash without him. That song is garbage without him.
John Legend did it.
Let me ask you something. That song is trash without him, bro.
John Legend did it. Like I'm saying.
You don't even know none of the
I'm with you.
You don't know none of the words of Duffel Bag Boy but Lil Wayne part.
I do.
I've
been drinking. Duffel Bag Boys my shit.
We was hold on. We was talking about Bone Crusher. Right?
That nigga 2 Chainz name was Titty Boy.
Fucking Duffel Bag Boy.
That nigga name was Titty Boy still when that song.
Nobody know the verses.
I know part of the verses. If I was sober, I know the verses.
Now listen.
Anywho, go ahead, Flaw.
Fellas.
I need another copy.
Bro, go ahead.
For that game, hold on. I just want to say that first game album though. He got like 3 features on it though.
Yeah,
and a song that he might have wrote.
He got West Side Story,
and they all banging.
Motherfucking How We Do. He said he gave him special.
He
said he gave him special,
and he gave him higher. I think
higher. Damn.
You giving me tracks don't count.
I'm just saying. He
I wouldn't play that.
It doesn't count.
No, I'm saying.
You giving me the concept and you giving me the beat doesn't count.
The songs that he not on.
It's not a part of his catalog. That now has became Game's catalog.
I get what.
So he can't play How We Do.
He's on it, yes.
Yeah, but he on it. I'm talking about the song that he gave him though, and like I see why
he said he gave him Church for Thugs, yo.
I hear you, but kids did it, so
that shit was fire.
The bar,
he did it with one fucking song, Victory.
So what? So what?
Yeah, and he lost to me. So, God damn it.
So, what's his name? Vince Staples, right? Vince Staples says Atlanta artists have the best rappers.
That's my nigga, but he quality.
Is he talking about right now or ever though? It wasn't clear to me.
Damn if it's now, ever.
He was talking some
past, present, or future.
He quoted Ghostface for this nigga Flaw and shit. As soon as I seen it, I thought this nigga Flaw, yo.
What he quote?
Scooby Snacks or some shit. Started with Scooby Snacks or some shit. Whatever that.
He was trying to diss Ghost?
Like saying like that shit is trash. Like
how about Vince, my nigga? He can't out rap nobody though.
But here's the thing though.
So he needs to chill out, man.
Here's my problem with that though. Even though Wu is my favorite group and Ghost is one of my favorite rappers, you wouldn't use Ghost as one of your 5 to take on.
Nah, but he's saying like niggas is trash. Period.
And what if I take some bars from Bone Crusher? What if I say Atlanta can't be fired because Bone Crusher said this?
Hold on, Flaw. I might have a challenge for what you just said.
What'd I say?
I'm not saying Ghostface is like top tier. He can get a lot of people the fuck out of here, though.
He would.
Now that I think about it.
But we will have that argument of, I don't know what he said. Because like you said,
No, but I'm saying between the Wu, hold on. Hear me out. Because I think he will be the best out of all of them. Not even Method Man.
He's the best out of the Wu.
You got him over Meth?
I got him over Meth.
I would say Meth.
Yeah.
I got him over Meth.
Hold on, Andy. What you talk about though? Lyrically or just artists all around?
Oh, all right.
Ghost, at the end of the day,
right.
But listen, at the end of the day, they said Ghostface was the actual representation. Like, if you was to create a hip hop artist, it would be Ghostface. 6'4", he really does put hands on rappers. Aggressive, the voice, like he did everything that the New York rappers allegedly said that they do.
Right.
So
and And he dropped classics.
Classic. So yeah. So as far as a hip hop artist, Ghostface
Iron Man. Shout out to Iron Man.
Iron Man. Matter of fact,
Supreme Clientele.
I'm about to say you could say he got 2.
Yeah. Ghostface is a stereotype of what you want to build your artist to be. And he's pretty Tony. The girls love him. Like Ghostface did everything.
And he got a big ass bracelet with an eagle on it.
With an eagle on it.
So
You know what I mean?
Good. He good regardless.
Word is mom. With the chain to match.
That's
With the big stupid medallion to match.
I fuck with Ghostface.
I fuck with Ghost, yeah.
Niggas respect Ghosts, but at the end of the day, would I put him? Would I say, "Hey, Ghost, I need you to be on my 5 to take on the world"? No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but don't diss Ghost though.
No, Ghost is my favorite, but Vince, don't diss Ghost because, like I say, Ghost isn't the guy you got to worry about. Because if that's the case, I could say Atlanta rappers can't be the best because y'all got Bone Crusher, because y'all got, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I
How old is Vince Staples?
He's 27, bro.
Is he?
27.
Okay.
Now I seen his shit when he popped. I'm
conversation.
looking at it right now. He's 27. He was born in
It's not our conversation.
1990.
Why not? Because I think Atlanta can.
His opinion is not our conversation.
But Atlanta could have the best artists. Why can't they have it?
But you agree with
they
him
don't.
or not?
They could though. I don't think it's impossible that they can't because
I'm asking you, Flaw. Do you agree with?
I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Because Atlanta can do so much, man. They're lyrical.
This nigga Vince Staples said, yo, New York birthed hip hop, but niggas was running around in leather suits talking crazy and shit. You know what I mean?
Stop it.
Alluding to Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5.
I don't want to diss Vince Staples. I'm trying to make sense of what he's saying. Like, he's actually playing a disrespect game. And
T.I. co-signed it. T.I. co-signed it.
And this is why. And this is why I keep telling you, T.I. is still on that Atlanta versus everybody. Like, he's not, like, he got to get out of that bag, man.
How about hip-hop? They need to realize hip-hop was invented before the 2000s.
That's a fact.
And they will get killed.
That's
like, if it was a battle verse that, they would
like niggas really battling, rapping, like
because
niggas
we go
really them up out of here,
simply because it's the same thing with the Kiss argument that I had. New York goes back too far.
Yeah, too far.
We have every era.
I'm saying
South don't.
I'm saying Atlanta has a shot if we're basing it on lyrics and creating songs and just creativity altogether. In New York, the bars live
so.
there.
Because you saying these niggas come up with dances and shit with they shit and all that type of stuff, and like the songs are more different and more funner. Yeah. Like people, I don't think so, man, because we invented the shit. No, we invented the shit.
We had Kid and Play too, nigga.
So we can get into that bag too. Nigga, New York, Jersey, right?
They from DC? like DC. You know,
I didn't know that. I didn't know where they from.
Yeah, like we had party joints too.
I'm just saying,
niggas can make party records.
Yeah, I'm just saying that we
got the crunk.
Just that sometimes that shit is not respected, which is stupid to me. But
what you mean?
It should be
New York's party records or Atlanta?
Party records, period, with the dances and all that.
What's not respected?
Party records. I don't know
from who. From who? New York or Atlanta?
Nah, it's just period.
That's what the shit was back when it first started, nigga. Party records. Like,
it was disco music. It was like disco rap music, yo. They used to
play
hip hop.
They
play hip hop in gay clubs and shit, like in discos,
disco clubs and shit with the white people and shit. See, niggas.
Yeah, that's where we started at, man. That's where we had to start at.
Hip hop evolution, bro. I'm telling you, niggas who don't know what y'all anything about hip hop.
I disagree with what he said, by the way. I just disagree.
Here's my question to y'all. What is coming? I think T.I. and Vince Staples is telling us a story. I think something's coming. It's been quiet. It's been quiet.
It's quiet right now.
It's been quiet, but T.I. and Vince Staples is telling us what? Is something happening?
Listen, bro.
No, it's been happening already. The South has been running hip hop.
But I'm saying
for the longest of times.
So who's fighting with them? What is Tip's mad? Okay, so Jay, what's Tip mad about?
They want sauce now, bro, because they ain't getting it. They want sauce. Yeah, it's the quarantine.
Okay,
they want sauce, bro.
That's what I was asking you.
Versus has brought up that spirit in niggas. Even though Swiss don't want it, even though Swiss don't want it, by calling it versus brings that some bullshit to it. Like, why would you call it versus if it ain't versus, nigga?
But that's all I was asking. What story are they telling?
Because there's really no story. It's now people want.
I mean, I'm saying follow the breadcrumb. I'm telling you, they're leading you somewhere. They are. Conversation they come from nowhere.
I guess
who New York.
I'm sorry. My point is just real quick. My point is, When it comes to this topic, Vince is just another nigga talking just like us because he's not from the South. That nigga is from California.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's just his opinion. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's from Compton, like,
and he a young nigga, yo.
He's a nigga from Compton that's in his 20s.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand his opinion, but I do not respect it because why should I?
And that's a fact, because somebody that's 20, not saying that no 20-year-old wouldn't know, but how many 20-year-olds,
27.
But 20-something-year-old, how many 20-something-year-olds that's not even from the East Coast think Nas and Jay Big was something special? They probably think they trash.
Right.
So when you take that into consideration, of course, it looks like another region is better if you don't respect our legends.
You know how many of them young niggas don't listen to Nas at all? And
That's
never did.
Haven't listened to Nas. That's how you get Lonzo Ball saying Nas trash.
You heard Lonzo Ball, dumbass.
That's how you get him saying that Nas is trash.
Matter of fact, now that I think about it, shout out to our nigga Ralph.
Yeah, shout out to Ralph
from Oversaturated Podcast. This nigga told me like last week. He said it was his first time listening to It Was Written.
What?
Right in 2020. So that's what I'm saying. And I had to let it go because at first I was gonna clown and be like, but then he said that he was 9 years old when the shit came out.
That's a fact.
So I'm like, well,
okay, yeah, we understand.
That's why I was like, damn. Well, that's what I'm saying. I can understand. Like I couldn't even clown him no more.
Yeah.
Who was the nigga? Lil Yachty saying Big was trash. So at the end of the day, Jay, you're right.
He like 23 when he said that though.
Like, the conversation,
24.
Jay, you're right.
When he said that.
The conversation isn't for us. I just wanted to see where they were going because for out the blue, Tip reignited the East Coast South beef. That's never going to go nowhere.
It's always been there, bro.
It's been quiet though. But it's been quiet. You can always
like Jay said, bro. Niggas is bored, bro. Niggas is bored. When you don't got nobody to fucking fight and nobody want to fight you, now you trying to pick a fight.
I'll take that over. It's just always been here. We know that. But
it's the same. It's the same shit. It has
always reunite shit.
Like he just bringing it out to the forefront, bro.
The Versus platform has got people in a different type of vibe.
Plus that kissing them battle
because of the word versus. It's not a versus.
It really was the kiss. Bro, listen to this though, bro. Before kissing them, it didn't feel like a real versus. It wasn't until that versus you really felt that energy. Like,
was that the first New York versus New York?
Yes, it was. Yes,
that was the first rapper.
So it really.
So T.I. had to go against somebody like Jeezy or Outkast.
Right.
But
my thing is,
that's what I'm saying. Like
this is
what I'm saying.
T.I.'s not
go against Jeezy.
Do you think T.I. would have challenged Jada?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't think T.I. puts Jada on that same platform
as himself.
But who you think will win?
Kiss. Nah, Tip probably win.
Hey, Jerrell, I think I see the point you making.
Probably
if I'm T.I. and I'm
Jay, hold on. I need Jay's answer real quick.
Go ahead.
Tip probably again.
I said, who would win, Kiss or Tip?
Oh, yeah.
Like if Tip would have did that, if he would have challenged Kiss instead of 50 like that, I need your answer.
Who you think would have won?
So if Jada would have played the same records he played with Fab, because he probably would have.
He probably would have switched up.
Right.
He probably would have played.
Hey, Jay, we probably
the Mariah joints. He would have played the Mariah joint.
I'm literally because I'm like I told you before, and I said it before. I'm tired of assuming when it comes to these joints.
My thing is, it's a reason he challenged 50 and not nobody older than him like that.
He said it himself.
And he can't challenge like Jada Kiss, yo. He'll lose to me.
Sorry, I got kids with bathing suits walking around.
Yes, I got you. But it's I think he'll lose with all the Tip's catalog is way more than Kiss. To us, he still would have lost though.
I think
because it's Kiss.
I think you got a point, bro.
Like the nostalgia all of a sudden kicks in, man.
It's no really.
I'm a Libra, so my balance, like my balance, is what makes me take time to think about that. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Also,
like, I jumped the gun a lot of these showcases when I was like, oh, Fab, blah, blah, blah. Right. I'm thinking about the audience of who's mainly going to be checking in. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people aren't going to remember a lot of the shit that
What you mean? Played. What? Did you not see the comments, bro?
Not you. I'm talking before.
Oh, okay.
Before. I didn't think, but we checked in. We tuned in. You get what I'm saying? The culture tuned in.
Hey, Jay, you going to answer the question?
Who you think was going to win, though, bro?
You going to answer the question?
I don't
Tip
know.
versus Kiss.
You going to answer the question?
Tip versus Kiss. Who wins
same
that?
Joint, same joint.
But you see how fast you said Tip can beat 50, though? You said that shit fast as hell last week. Now it's taking you 5 minutes.
Because I think it's more. I think it's. Know
what I'm saying? It's taking you 5 minutes. There's a reason for that.
I think with 50 and T.I. is more balanced than it is Kiss with T.I. Just like Kiss and Fab was unbalanced to me. That's why I immediately. That's why I immediately went Fab. Because
so in that case, that means Kiss could beat 52 then.
He kind of really can though, because he got songs with Big he can play, nigga.
I think he can.
He got songs
now,
with Mariah.
When you think about the popularity, it's a reason why Kiss is beating niggas like that though.
Yeah.
To us.
Sorry, you ain't gotta put me in my place like that.
I'm just saying it's a reason why Kiss is beating everybody.
And for
like
those
like that.
And for the one that said, I forgot who said it, that T.I. should battle Jeezy. If I'm T.I., it's kind of like the 50 Cent thing. If I'm T.I. and I told you I'm a king of the South, why would I battle someone in my region? There's a possibility that I can lose. So I'm already telling you that I'm ahead of all of them. I want your best.
Because if he loses, he can never say that again.
Right. And that's why, and we talked about it too, and the Jay-Z. Like, if Jay-Z plays the right records, he beats everybody. We know that. But let's just say he doesn't. And Tip beats Jay-Z. Jay-Z goes, I'm just making a conversation.
It's impossible. You can't even hypothetical that one. You can't.
Why not? I'm just saying if T.I. beats Jay-Z, all of the work that Jay-Z ever worked for to be number one, to be the greatest of all time, can be in jeopardy by losing to Tip, and Tip saying, I beat y'all GOAT. So now if I'm Jay-Z, I don't take a risk.
There's no risk.
There is a risk for all of them.
There's not a risk.
It's not a risk for 50?
I think it's a risk. That's why you only have
it's
certain
definitely
people
a risk, bro.
Like, it's a reason why DMX only challenged fucking Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
He don't like Jay-Z.
Jay, you know why.
He really don't like Jay-Z on the low.
But if I'm X, you know who
he don't like. He don't like that nigga.
Jay, I get what you're saying. I'm saying
that's like you coming at the Rock.
No. I'm saying
gonna get mocked.
If I'm X, you know who my only competitor was in hip hop.
Right.
Since I came into this game, it's been me and Jay-Z head to head on the charts.
He's not going to challenge anybody else.
Jay-Z has been my nemesis and my friend since I came into it.
Since I came into the shit.
I came into the game. Nobody else.
Damn, you put that shit perfect. Nemesis and friend. Damn.
Yeah.
Yep. They used to battle together.
Yeah. Hard Not Life tour.
They battled together. They got records together, and they was enemies.
And they hated each other on the low. That's crazy.
Who would close the Hard Not Life tour?
Jay-Z would have to be on his deathbed while picking his songs, and he would still mop DMX.
Let's go to the next topic, man. This is I love Jay-Z like the next man, but boy, we can't have a real conversation.
Yo, we the podcast prophets, nigga. Like our shit is prophetic.
We're gonna bring this to life.
Jay did close that show though.
Not every show. I heard that they kind of flipped.
The one I went to, he did.
Yeah. They kind of flipped from city to city. They changed.
I remember the Powerhouse. Hold on, Powerhouse in '96 or Powerhouse in '96 or '97. Jay closed that too.
But X didn't come out to '98, so I don't know.
No, the fuck he didn't.
It's hot and it's dark and hell. It's hot was '98.
Yeah, regardless, that Powerhouse, regardless of the year, the Powerhouse that they was all on it, whether it was '97 or '98, Jay-Z still closed it though.
But if you say '97, then it's not the X. If it was if you say Jay closed in '98, then yeah. But if X wasn't out in '97, then I don't understand.
I'm saying this because I remember that it was a big thing then who was going to close it, and Jay-Z won.
And X was dead wrong. If Dark and Hell is Hot did not drop, then X was high. I'm saying that he had an argument after he sold 5 million records. That's what I'm saying. But if he tried to fight Jay before the 5 million,
oh no. Well, I mean the two concerts that I went to where they were both at, that he was second billing. That's all I'm saying.
So let's get into our top 5, man. You know, we talked about Kiss. We talked about T.I. the South, and we talked a lot about features. So this week is about our top 5 features. So that's a dope way to segue into our next segment. Fellas. So with that being said, who wants to start this off? Our top 5 features. Meaning,
this is like the hardest topic.
Artist came on another record and
just bodied it. So Lil Wayne is definitely got to be in everybody's top shit. Lil Wayne, you got to put him in some.
There's a specific song. Because I'm going off like specific song. I don't know
who you debating Lil Wayne, nigga.
Wait, you talk about? Hold on. When you say features,
songs or
like songs that they wasn't on and they hopped on type shit. Like you the guest feature on that shit. Gave it 16 or something. Maybe gave a hook.
You saying? I'm guessing that you're saying that.
So it's
you never heard of this art. You never heard of this artist before, and the first time you heard him was on a feature and he blew up or something.
Oh, you saying that?
No, it doesn't have to be the first time.
I'm saying what I thought coming into it was like who gives the best, like
top five, that's what I thought.
Like who gives the best feature versus hooks, whatever. Like if it's Maya song featuring such and such, like if you that such and such, you on that. You know what I mean,
that's what I thought you meant too.
That's what I meant.
Who's the best feature artist?
Yeah, top 5 best feature.
Just like most of Kid's shit was features, right? Like obviously he should be up there.
Yeah, I will put him on there. My shit. Like, so
is that what you meant? So what exactly did you mean?
Well, obviously we all over the place. So whatever list you got, you can roll with. Like I'll give you an example of mine. I think that Snoop Dogg featuring Dre on it's a G number the G thing.
Well, he's saying songs. He's saying songs.
Like song. So
project. Oh, he's saying songs.
That's on there. AZ, Life's a Bitch.
Right. We could do that. Oh yeah, we could do that.
Nas, Verbal Intercourse. Through the lights, cameras of action, glamour, glitters, and gold. Unfold the scroll, plant seed to stampede the globe. That's on it.
So this is hard too because I can say like motherfucking Drunken Love or some shit like
of Jay-Z. Like, but that's your top. The first thing
I'm not saying that, but I'm just what I'm saying is I'm saying R&B features like R&B hip hop.
You can name anything.
You know if I rule the world, like
that's your choice.
I can say that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like versus the songs that you're picking. Like
we all got our own choice though.
I can say the Eminem Rihanna joint. I can say that.
If you think that Eminem is your favorite, Eminem Rihanna is your top 5 feature of all time, fam, then that's you.
Okay, so we saying featured songs. I thought we was talking about featured artists. Featured songs. Featured songs though is dope.
I could say Andre 3000, The Real Her.
Featured songs though is crazy.
Lil Wayne. I
thought we was talking about artists.
Yeah, Monster, Nicki Minaj.
I thought we was talking about artists too.
Well, then
Eminem over.
Just like Ann said, if that's the case, then Eminem wins hands down. Who's the other 4? Jay-Z. So we're just gonna say Eminem. I mean, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z,
the best.
Like there's no other.
All of the best rappers are the best features because they're the best rappers.
That's right, because they're the best rappers.
That's why I'm naming songs.
Okay,
that's why I'm naming songs. Like that stick out to me right now.
I probably wasn't so clear with this.
I see what you mean with the Nicki and the Monster shit because that blew her the fuck up. Like that blew her up a lot.
She murdered that.
And she she had got Shine on a record with Kanye, Jay, and Rick Ross.
What about? Okay, I ain't gonna say that because
she killed that.
You ain't saying nothing crazy.
I was gonna say the Forever joint. You know what I'm saying? With Drake and Kanye, Lil Wayne, and Eminem.
They're not out rapping M. Like when M is on features,
stadiums,
niggas don't out rap him often, yo. I'm sorry.
I think Jay fights for M for different
Blaze. What about the John Blaze record? Like who had the best verse on the John Blaze record?
Big pun. Even if I stuttered, I still Even if I stuttered, I'd still shit on you.
Right.
When
you mention features and the best song and features, that doesn't pop crazy. In my head. I'm talking shit that resonated with me.
Band for TV? Is that up there?
Still doesn't even resonate with me.
Even the Fantastic Fours? Okay. Shit. So we basically talking like Posse records then? We talking like Posse records then? Like
think about the stretch though. Like Band from TV was on one of the first albums I ever bought.
What about Blackout? The first song kids played.
Again, think about the stretch. Like I have millions of songs in my head.
So do any DJ Khaled records is in that caliber? Like, are we putting any DJ Khaled records in there?
Lil Wayne, we taking over.
That's hard.
I am a beast.
Yeah, that's
feed me rappers. Feed me
killed that.
Yeah, you gotta put that. Yeah, that's.
I don't know if I put that in my top 5.
I need a
what about big flavor in your ear verse?
Yeah.
Nah.
What about that?
I would say I Shot You comes to mind.
Hold up, like that.
Okay. Big flavor in your ear though.
Yo,
Yeah, that's
I ain't
that's
gonna
a
lie to you,
classic
man.
verse.
You know what's a
That's a
classic
classic
to me?
verse.
Can I go back? That's a posse cut.
Not all right. So now we talking about posse cut. So I'm gonna say yeah.
Well, features the same thing. I don't know.
I think Busta Rhymes got the most famous and most popular feature ever.
Scenario.
Scenario.
Everybody knows that.
Look at the stretch. You get that's
everybody knows that. Like that might be the best
Mine.
feature in hip hop history.
Are you putting 50 Cent in any? Is 50 Cent or T.I. in any of these talks? We taking over maybe because Tip is on that.
Tip had the best verses. Tip had the best verses. Swagger Like Us.
Yeah, and that was his record.
Yeah, it was his record. Yep.
Yeah, so that's not even a feature.
But if we say Tip when it comes to Tip versus 50 on like a feature joint, his joint with
he
Neo
wins.
he
wins.
He wins.
First of all, he got way more features than 50 outside of his camp. Like
a lot more.
That's all 50 did when he first came out was feature in his camp. His best feature outside. What's 50 best feature outside his camp? Baby by Me.
That's a very good question.
Smoke.
That was his record.
I'm talking about, but he's still featured outside his camp.
Yeah, name a 50 song that
Magic Stick.
Song.
Magic Stick.
What was his best feature?
Here's my problem with that.
him
Magic
as
Stick,
a feature
nigga.
Or him having a feature?
Him being the feature. Oh no, Work It remix with Missy. Him. Yeah, Work It remix with Missy.
Here's my problem with that.
For me.
Here's my problem with that. From 50 Cent and with the energy that you came in as if like
exactly
industry, I'm not trying to work with you. So don't ask me.
So, guess what? I can make an argument.
I'm not trying to work with any of y'all.
So don't say shit when you get cleaned the fuck up.
Yeah, and then you just gonna lose then. That's all.
Yeah, okay.
For as much as he tried on that Curtis album, that was his first album, him featuring working with people outside.
I'm glad you brought that up. That's like T.I. saying I'm a better rapper than 50. When did 50 say I was a better rapper than any of you? I said I make better songs than you guys. So don't tell me I rap better. Cool, you can have that,
50 got like 7 songs that are super dope. After that, it's like mediocre.
Because
like
that's
you can't take that stance.
Features or not. Features or not.
Yo, can I talk to Jay real quick?
Yes, talk to me. Talk to me.
If an artist says something and I just repeat what the artist says, why do you seem to want to argue when I'm just telling you what the artist said? Do you remember
Kiss? I argue with that.
Do you remember Kiss versus 50? 50 told them, you niggas can rap, but you cannot make better songs than me. So
that's
any
cool.
artist, so if you're Tip and you go, I rap better than you, what do you think 50's reaction is? I do not care. How can you have a debate on something I did not try to know? I never tried to rap with none of you.
Because he still isn't the better artist.
No, I said...
I'm talking to you to your question, not to you.
Not artist. Now,
well, yeah, 50 is he's a better rapper than 50.
He is.
That was never my stance on it.
Right.
He battled Kiss. Then everybody say, man, Kiss is going to the locks. He can't out-rap. And 50 says, I am not a rapper. I'm a better songwriter. And he said, Kiss, you ain't got no songs by yourself. Do you remember those conversations? That's his argument.
He motivated Kiss to sing on hooks on this album too.
When it got brought up.
That was the thing.
When it got brought up for 50 to battle Ja Rule, 50 says Ja Rule has no songs by himself. 50 has never said to anybody, I am a lyrical assassin. So
he said he not to make songs, bro.
Right. So if Tip or anybody says, I can out-rap 50. So if Jeezy has been telling y'all for years, I'm not a rapper, I'm a trapper. And then somebody says, I can out-rap Jeezy. Nigga, so I ain't rapping, my nigga. I'm just like,
that's one big reason why I got a problem with what Vince said. Because a lot of them niggas down there, that's what they say.
They ain't rappers. That's a fact. I can go off.
Most of them do.
Most of them, yeah.
So that's why I got a big problem with Vince.
So for him to say that they got the greatest, he said they can't have the greatest rappers. That's what
he
said.
So that's why. Rappers. That's why I got a problem with what he said. It's not true.
I'm just trying to understand Jay on how do you debate what they actually say. I'm not pulling nothing out.
He's just disagreeing with it. That's all.
He's just
disagreeing with it.
Even if 50 says I'm not a rapper, how are you going to disagree with what he's saying? I rap, but I'm a songwriter. I write the 16, I write the bridge, I write the hooks. But I'm a complete songwriter.
Look, even with that being said, though, T.I. will still kill 50.
Yeah.
He will still kill 50, bro.
That's the point to me.
No, my debate is...
He will.
But that's not my debate. I got T.I. winning now. Song for song, I got T.I. winning.
Song for song,
I'm glad you came to your senses.
Yeah. I'm a realist. I'm not on here to just be like, yo.
So for the people who listen to us, it's never no East Coast bias because we got the down south artists winning over an East Coast artist.
No. Jay trying to throw shots at me. I'm a realist. All I do is come on here and tell you what goes on in the world, and you debate it.
No. You have repeatedly called yourself, I'm a content creator.
Jay, you can't recall nothing that I said. You can't recall nothing that I said.
What episode, what did I say? What episode we in?
Tell me, what did I say? 41. What did I say where I was talking crazy? I'm only speaking on the facts, or I might be devil's advocate on the topic. Other than that, all I do is spit the real on what's happening in the world.
You're right, my bad.
And then you go, I don't agree. How don't you agree with what a man said?
Because I've said this before. We don't know who you are when you're talking.
No,
we don't know if this is Flaw's opinion. We don't know if this is Flaw's opinion, or we don't know if this is content creating opinion.
But Jay, Ant and Jerrell both know 50 Cent said that. It's you who don't know that these artists be having these conversations. If I say something, Ant and Jerrell be like, yeah, I remember that interview. You don't seem to remember anything. These niggas be having interviews, and you've never watched none of them.
I will watch interviews. I just don't watch 50 interviews.
So if I...
Okay, so... all right.
So
damn.
I did watch a 50 interview. I do watch 50 interviews. I'm not going to say that, because I watched the one that he did with Lil Wayne, and I watched his Breakfast Club.
So what you thought about that one, the one with Lil Wayne?
50 talk a lot.
He talks a lot. He talks a lot.
Crazy part is when it comes to like
50 knows this is why I don't take shit from 50 serious. 50, and this is what I was explaining to somebody when I was saying 50 has to come prepared. Everybody is saying, oh, 50 has never been prepared. 50 is always prepared when it comes to posting and when it comes to internet. When it's face-to-face or when an artist is in the presence, we don't see anything. We don't see this savage 50, or else I haven't seen the savage 50. Yeah. When it comes to 50's antics, you get what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna get to this, the Will and Jada thing. You get what I'm saying? The post that he put up with him in boxing Will Smith. That shit is all comical. Ha 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 ha. Would he do that in Will Smith's face? I don't know.
No, he wouldn't.
If he was face to face with, any of these artists that he's clowning or joking with, you get what I'm saying?
I think 50. I think these is really all jokes, and he's just an asshole.
He's marketing. He's a marketing genius.
I don't think he hates any of these people.
This is what he do. Like,
I think that's just what he do.
Not that I think, but I remember we talked about this last week. We know who he doesn't hate. We know who he doesn't like. It's not he doesn't like the other people. He's just a jokester. He's an asshole. But we do know who he really don't like. So
we know who he really don't like.
But would he put hands on Job that was face to face?
Probably.
They already fought. Why?
Probably.
Fam,
right now? Yeah, probably. Still, probably.
If they was in a room together, just them two,
Yeah, it'll go down, bro. It'll go. It will go down, bro. Right now, it'll probably go down, bro.
And I think Ja put hands on him. Let's
yes.
The other way.
No, is that real?
No. Ja, he has a reason. I'm talking 50.
Okay.
If I don't like you,
man, listen,
or if I hate you, when I see you, it's on site every time.
Yeah.
How do you know?
I think with them two, it is that.
Yeah,
I think it is that with them. With those two, it is that.
Hold on.
I think Ja has a lot of motivation too.
Hold on.
You've been killing me my whole career since we started.
Not just them two. I think Irv would get it too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about Irv.
And here's the thing.
We should talk about Irv.
But Jay,
we should talk about Irv.
This is the conversation that people don't have. I think 50 hates Irv more than Ja. Ja was just artist.
Word is life.
Yes, he does.
This is the thing.
It's really
That's
Irv.
why I'm not talking about Irv.
Yeah. That's why he don't want to talk about Irv. I'm like, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not talking about Irv.
Let's not act like it's just.
Ja Rule, it's just your mouthpiece. I really don't like Irv.
It's really you.
Irvin Lorenzo, I will choke them to death.
I'm not talking. That's what I'm not talking about.
I think 50 would try to whoop Ja's ass just to get at Irv.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
at least try.
But Jay,
this nigga Irv calls 50 to Satan, nigga. Call him the devil, nigga.
And it was Irv.
Really hate each
other. They really hate each other, yo.
It wasn't Ja. It was Irv that switched all those remixes. It was Irv that blackballed 50 first.
Talking about the Beyonce joint.
Beyonce, the
J-Lo shit.
J-Lo
shit. Yeah.
Honestly, I really think the reason 50 hates Ja is because of Herb.
Because of Herb, yeah.
It's not because of Ja. He don't got nothing
got caught up in the
Ja.
shit. Yeah, he the little nigga that got caught up in the shit.
Right.
Like, type
it's
shit.
just that Ja's a rapper.
Oh, then why am I beefing with the employee?
Because you can't beef with an executive.
We had that conversation, right?
We had that conversation.
Yeah.
Yo, Jay is a walking contradiction,
No. That's not I'm a working contradiction. No. It's not I'm a working contradiction because I don't take rap beef serious.
We're not. But
hold on.
To make
rap beef,
I don't take rap beef serious.
This isn't rap beef, though.
This is street beef, though.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I wouldn't expect 50 to diss Irv Gotti on a song.
Nah. He might though, if he felt like
I don't think he said anything like Irv, but he has said Murder Inc. though. I think.
And that's Irv, nigga.
That's Irv, so.
Get it. That's you, Irv. I smell.
Nah, but
oh yeah, he did say
Irv.
But he's been going at Josh, so I get the player. But all right, so say with the Podcast Brothers, if I had a beef with Fresco, right, I'm leaving Flaw out of it. I have
Flaw gotta get it too.
I can't leave you
Flaw
out
gotta
of
get it too.
No.
Flaw gotta get it too, bro. They're the Podcast Brothers, nigga. He gotta get it too. He gotta get it too.
Hold on, Jay. Outside of this podcast, if somebody come at you, I will rip.
They coming at all of us, niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not gonna be like, oh, that ain't me. See, that's fucked up. You want some bullshit, bro?
And I don't even gotta agree with you, nigga.
Nah, you want some
I
bullshit,
do that now, Flaw. Don't when you be like, yo, it's deep in these podcasts.
Who
we got beef with?
That's a fact.
But my whole thing is, if I had a problem with the Podcast Brothers, if I personally had a problem with Fresco, I'm skipping over Flaw. I'm going to who I have a problem with.
Listen.
Can't do that.
Listen. It's fuck both of y'all. If that's it's fuck both of y'all. It's fuck all. Like, listen, if a nigga came at you, if a nigga came at you, Jay, on some real shit.
I like Flaw.
Man, listen.
I like Flaw.
I love Flaw.
But that nigga what? Fresco?
If I'm coming at Fresco, I know I'm coming at Flaw too, though. But that's how I'm coming in the battle, bro. If I'm coming at Fresco, I know I'm coming at Flaw. That's your brother. They're brothers.
All of them. Ashanti got it. Ashanti got it. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Hey,
how many times he talk about Ashanti sideburns?
Sideburns.
Pretty slight.
I like
remember I Smell Pussy? Remember he at the end of the verses, he was talking on them at the end. It was like, yo, Ashanti. So they had to cut that shit out for the album.
To keep it on Ashanti sideburns, because that's the only thing he can say.
To keep it on, G-Unit, 50 Cent, and a little bit of T.I. Lloyd Banks, fam. Lloyd Banks was on Twitter, and based off the success of Fab and Jada.
This y'all man for one. I'm going to just let y'all know this is y'all man. I already talked down on Banks a few times. I don't want to do it again. You forced me to talk down on this nigga every fucking show.
No, me?
Yes.
Okay, listen. Based off the success of Jada and Fab, it was asked on Twitter, who should Lloyd Banks, when are you going to do a versus? And Lloyd Banks' reply was, who?
Who asked him that, though?
Somebody on Twitter, fam. I can screenshot you.
You can't be mad at that, Jerrell. You can't be mad at that.
Yeah, I get it. He got fans.
You can't be mad. He got ass.
He got ass. I got you.
He ain't nutty like
I'm mad he even got ass, though.
Yeah. Thanks.
And why ask him?
Well,
I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of a lot of niggas. I'm not asking them shit.
I said Jerrell's if he wasn't locked up. That seemed the only reason.
Jerrell's is the perfect.
That seemed the only reasonable response to that. If he wasn't locked up. Oh, he home?
Nah, Jerrell's.
That nigga now. He come home this year, like later on this year. So what? Nigga, Max just dropped the project, nigga. He been down like 12.
And even if Jewels was free, the
free
first
Max B, nigga, ow!
Shit. Even if Jewels did drop was free, the first thing that he wouldn't do was go to the verses. I doubt it. So even if he was free today,
nobody wanna see them niggas.
I don't agree with that, Jerrell. Let me tell you why. At one time, it was two princes in New York.
Jewels and Lloyd Banks.
Cam, with Jewels being under Cam and Banks being under 50, they had necks. What happened to their necks, I don't know. But
my thing is versus since when we wanted to see the princes. We don't want to see the Princes in fucking verses.
But it had the story.
To me, I said in the group, bro, this was equivalent to Pleasure P.
Oh shit!
Motherfucking
okay, there we go.
Bobby V. That's what this versus with him and anybody is compared to. To me,
and that's why we
it's on that level, bro.
And that's why we didn't want to see them.
We can't do that.
Yes, we can do that, bro.
Yes,
we can.
We didn't want to see them either. Okay. That's the point.
I didn't want to see Bobby Valentino at all. Like, bitch,
I know.
First of all, he did his video in a fur coat, not even a regular fur coat. That shit was like an ostrich feather fur coat. Like,
niggas done did some wild shit. Niggas done did some wild shit in videos, bro. Yeah. Niggas been in Cali with snorkels on, bro.
Yo, let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. Niggas ain't don't nobody want to see Lloyd Banks and Jerel Santana in a fucking versus.
I don't think
not a versus.
Well, first off, let's take away the numbers. It's not going to do the numbers of Fab and Jada Kids, Erykah Badu, it's not going to do that. It's not. So
niggas might as well ask Rel who he gonna do in verses.
No, now you being disrespectful.
Stop. Now you being disrespectful.
He deserves the disrespect, though. Right?
Lloyd Banks
being disrespectful.
Yeah,
he in the news too much.
You're not gonna do hell
for nothing though, because he haven't dropped no. Bro, why he ain't on the radio? Lloyd he got all the talent to be on the radio.
Shit in years, son.
I know that. Neither has Jerel, so you're not gonna say hell.
Right.
I said Jerel.
But that's still a good matchup because of the two up and coming princes of New York at one time. That was their competition. It was G-Unit versus Dipset.
Jay really mad at the Hell Rel shit.
That nigga said you might as well ask Hell Rel.
Hell Rel is the most garbage nigga from New York outside of Tony Yayo. And niggas, and first of all, hold up. Let me put this out there because when you put this in the group.
Now I'm just Yo,
it was a picture that somebody put in the motherfucking shit. Tony Yayo versus Sheek. And we got into some shit off of that. Can we please talk about that? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Why is that a bad matchup?
For one. Because Sheek will body fucking Tony Yayo, nigga.
Tony Yayo got 2 songs.
It ain't even close.
Are we gonna add his ad libs to the verse?
I want to make my stance clear.
Okay, go ahead.
They should not be compared. No.
Ever. And whoever did that should be
nobody
smacked.
Want to see them niggas either.
So, exactly. And whoever made that meme should be smacked, yo, because them niggas is on no.
Listen to me, right?
Yayo is disrespectful.
The same way Banks and Santana make sense, it's the same way Yayo and Sheek make sense.
It does
both in the group.
It does not.
In the group. Both. I'm talking about group wise and where they rank in their group.
Okay.
They both are the third wheel of each group.
The song Sheek is on Body.
The songs he's featured on, right? Right. He's featured on more records, but as far as individual artists,
he's still killing.
He will still kill him.
Maybe. But if Yayo uses his records that he has.
What records?
He's on I Smell Pussy, I thought. He's on that. He's on So Seductive. He's on a lot of records. He's on a lot of records.
Curious, Pimpin', I Know You Don't Love Me.
I Know You Don't Love Me. Because you're the same one.
Flaw.
Talk to me.
His verse was trash on that shit.
You said his records.
Who?
Tony Yayo. You said his records.
What about his records, though?
Yayo has an album out, and he has tons of features with Eminem, 50 Cent.
He's talking about his one album. Hold on. That album, though. He's talking about his one album, Thoughts of a Predicate Felon. His one album.
What song will he play off that, though?
So Seductive. Shorty So Seductive dancing on me.
You don't have to sing it.
Okay. That one. I Know You Don't Love Me, because you ain't saying when Eminem's around.
Okay.
That one. What else? He got a few.
Watch How I Kill Him. Watch How I Kill Him.
Let me look up Tony Yayo.
I'm mad we're arguing this.
Nah, because y'all.
How do you have Tony Yayo? How do you have Tony Yayo in your argument in any argument?
Watch How I Kill Him real quick.
Now keep talking because I'm gonna come up with some of these records.
We talk about Tony Yayo.
Listen though,
it's okay.
I wanted to bring it up because somebody was passionate about it. Exactly.
That nigga one of the locks. Why are we
one
talking?
of the locks, bro? He said
because as us four, we know Sheek's catalog. Sheek is the underground artist of the locks. So for you guys have actually paid attention to Sheek. You have to pay special attention to Sheek to know he has more records outside of the locks. So if you put him in the verses, there's going to be people who recognize Yayo more than Sheek. y'all want to tell me that it's not possible?
I guess to me it's
yes. Off the 50 Cent affiliation. Yes, I understand what you're saying.
That's it.
I see what you mean.
Yes.
I guess my point is Sheek is good enough for me to pay attention to.
Yes, I get that, but Jerrell,
Yayo is not.
How many of you? But how many of you are there? That's what I'm saying.
I get it.
How many people know how many records Sheek has? How many people know any of Sheek's solo records? They only know the lot.
But guess what though?
No, they don't.
She can play more records than fucking Yayo. She can play way more records than Yayo.
Flaw,
wait, they don't what? They don't what? No, Sheek's catch.
Sheek is on the Benjamins, nigga. First of all, Sheek is on the Benjamins.
He has albums, bro. Like, and people know albums.
No, they don't. They are. Sheek has every Sheek album has been independent. Only Styles and Kiss has been on major labels. So anything that Sheek does is because the Locks fans have found him. I haven't seen a video.
No, that's a fact.
That's a fact. I don't know what they're arguing. He's just arguing with Locks.
No, that's a fact. Found him.
Nigga,
no, that's a fact.
There's literally niggas that
I agree with that statement.
Sheek's placement in the
Nobody's looking for Sheek, fam.
Certain niggas know, but certain niggas do. That's the same debate we have. It's the same debate we have on who better have versus Prodigy. It's the same debate.
And the Locks, bro.
It's the same debate, bro.
I've seen niggas fight. I've heard niggas say Sheek was number 2.
I know that.
They
on
say
the Locks.
So that means if they're gonna put him number 2 in the Locks over either Styles or Kiss,
check him out, Jerel. Look at him.
They know that nigga got albums. You're not gonna do Sheek like that, bro. We're not gonna do Sheek like that.
I can't have this conversation.
He is not you, God.
I can't have, and that's a good example.
He's not Capadonna.
But that's a good example. Who are the 5 major artists on Wu, right? Because they had 5 major labels. The other artists didn't have major deals.
It doesn't matter about major labels. Them niggas still have
I was about to say, I wanted to double check something. I know Sheek, all his albums was not like independent.
Yeah, you tripping.
What wasn't independent?
He was on Koch. He was on Def Jam at one point.
Koch is
I know.
Koch, everybody was on Koch, bro.
After Taxes was on Koch.
Everybody was on Koch.
I know he was on Def Jam. I just don't remember what he put out, but he was definitely on Def Jam.
We about to look it up.
Hold on. The Donnie G album is on Def Jam.
Word?
Yeah, Def Jam.
With what promotion? What video? With what?
In what year? In what year though?
Remember that album?
In what year?
It was 2010. Like,
it's hard. It's hard to have debates with people that love the artist and they're going to tell you that Sheek was his big.
It's not even about love, but people knew who Sheek was. I have Sheek singles in my Serato, and they were played in clubs. And I was a small time DJ at the time.
Outside of the hood,
Feel Good was played on the radio.
You talking about the Betty Wright joint?
So Seductive was played on the radio. What are you saying? I can go record for record with you with Yayo. I think Yayo and Sheek is a good matchup based on their.
Yayo and Sheek is not a fucking good matchup.
Sheek solo joint. Yayo got 2 Sheek solo joint on Money Power Respect is killing a lot of Yayo shit, yo. And that shit.
I'm not saying that it's not. What I'm saying to you is
that shit.
It's
feel what I'm saying? Like,
I forget.
The fuck up was not it. And that's killing a lot of Yayo shit.
I forget that talking about Jay-Z and the Locks is just not going to get the type of debate.
You just like playing devil's advocate.
No, I'm being dead ass. I really personally me, and I could be wrong. I don't.
And I respect that. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I don't remember Sheek's album sticking out. I remember people debating Sheek based on the Locks projects, not on Sheek's project.
Let's be clear. I'm not saying Sheek's album stuck out. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is you're not going to play Sheek as if he doesn't have his own fans and Sheek fans, not Locks Sheek fans, like Sheek fans. Like Sheek Loops, Yayo has G-Unit fans that just know of Yayo because Yayo talks slick, just like niggas know Freaky Zeke.
Like if
from
you wasn't
Dipset.
Yeah, if you wasn't a fan of Sheek and you didn't catch it, you just didn't catch it.
Right.
Like just like you say where like Jay will forget some stuff. You just forgot that shit. He was on a major, he put out a major, he put out singles, he had videos. You just ain't fucking with him. Like
that wasn't my argument. That wasn't my argument. I know that some people listen to Sheek. I'm saying that I don't know.
It's a bad matchup.
It's not a bad matchup.
It's a horrible matchup.
I think Jay likes taking what I say and flipping it. What artist has ever told? Wait.
But Tony Yayo gets Memphis beat or something.
Wait.
Yeah, I think still get him out of here. I guess to me, like Jay said, I think it's not disrespectful. I don't think it's a good matchup at all. You talk about somebody that could rap to somebody that can't. Like Tony Yayo is just Tony Yayo. Like
right.
That just got on something because he was in the studio.
Yeah, right. Like he's not a rapper. Like I
think he found Lloyd Banks and brought him to 50 and shit.
But I fuck with G Unit. I just want to see my piece.
Yeah, I used to fuck with G Unit. I used to fuck with G Unit.
Yeah, I don't got no problem with G Unit.
Can we stop talking about music?
No, this is a music podcast.
No.
Nigga. He want to talk about the red carpet, though, the red table.
Talk about that red topic.
One more topic.
You want to get messy. He want to get messy.
He want to go straight to the tabloids.
One more topic and we can get there.
Let's go.
Before we forget, Pusha T, Young Thug, Drake. We wanted to have this debate too about, Pusha T, for those that don't know the story, had a record on Pop Smoke's record album featuring Young Thug, but allegedly he was dissing Drake. When word got out that that was the case, Young Thug felt some type of way, made a post about Pusha T. Hey, don't diss Drake on a record that I'm on, basically because you can mess up, future business with Drake. And Pusha T responded saying, nobody knew I was rapping about him, so it didn't matter, and I chose you to be on the record. So, that being said, man, where we at with this?
Could have been a phone call.
Hold on. First I want to say shout out to Pop Smoke's camp, because we didn't even mention that his album came out. I don't want to just talk about his album coming out because of Pusha's diss. That wasn't
about it last week.
No, we did say something last week.
I mean, we said something about it, but we didn't really get into it at all.
We didn't get into it, yeah.
Is it dope? Anybody
it's pretty cool, because the reason that I wanted to get into it because 50 did it.
50, he put it together.
He's the one who put it together, and it was actually a pretty dope project. So
yeah, but that's why last week I asked
you got to give him props for that.
Was the 50 Cent promotion, was it him or was it Pop Smoke? That was the question we had last week.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the whole album at that point.
I
heard it was pretty good, yo.
It was Pop Smoke's wave. It just sounded too G Unit-ish to me.
I mean, it sounded like a 50
like
album.
production wise.
Like
everything. You could tell. Like a 50 album.
Just like everything else, 50 touched.
So 50
like a
so he might have took his vocals off and put some different joints.
No, because he was with 50 before he passed. Like he was He was being groomed. So I respect the growth. I like the growth. I can't listen to drill music for 19 tracks. I can't listen to it. So it is a refresher. It is a refresher from what I heard. You get what I'm saying? From the usual drill music. So that I like the album. But you have his fans, the younger generation, who want to do that foot dance and grab their belt and sway.
That's why I wanted to bring it up, because it is actually put together very well. It's just not something that I will listen to again, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
Like it's a good album, but it's just not for me. Like it's not for me at all. I don't listen to that drill shit at all.
I go back to a couple joints. I like that yeah joint.
You got a couple,
I like the intro
with the woo.
So I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna listen to it.
So. Yeah, I know you're not. Yeah, I know Ed wasn't gonna listen to it, nigga. I was really talking to them niggas.
I'm not gonna listen to it. So,
but yeah, the Pusha shit, man. Like I like the fact that he still got beef with Drake. Like there's still the animosity between both of them. I actually like that there's still tension.
Yeah, right. That's the corona.
You know why? Because it's real.
Yeah, it ain't fake. That shit is real.
Ain't fake, yo.
Like, they really don't like each other.
They don't like each other.
Yeah.
To the point that the bigger one, the bigger artist is taking verses from the other one off.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's getting his executive bag. Yeah. Just like Jay-Z used to do.
Yeah.
Right. So, it was always suckerish, but we just know it is what it is.
It goes down. It goes down. It is what it is.
But those that don't know, because it could look like from the outside looking in, you can go, damn, why Pusha still dissing him? Drake ain't saying nothing. It's because Drake is working behind the boards.
Right.
But
see, people don't know that.
Yeah.
I think Drake is really good at throwing subtle jabs, that he is throwing jabs at Pusha. People just don't realize it, or they so soft that they don't care.
It's all of that, bro. It's all of that. It's all of that,
because he been jabbing that nigga just like Pusha been jabbing.
It's all of that, bro. It's all of that. Niggas forgot about that stay scheming verse. I mean, who was talking to it in that stay scheming verse?
Common.
Exactly. Like, you feel me? Like, niggas forgot about that. Like, you know what I mean?
That was
don't say my name.
Drake, yeah. Like,
Drake is strategic. I understand what you're saying,
Drake,
Jay, but that's just how rap is, yo. Motherfuckers don't say their name. Like, you got to get over that,
bro.
You gotta get over that,
bro. You gotta get over that, bro. It's over. We in a different era now,
just get over it.
Don't say my name. I'm not respecting.
Nigga, listen. We
get it.
We done lived through a lot of different eras, bro. And this is just one of them we gotta live through, bro.
Yeah,
I said this a few weeks ago. I'll say it again. When Jay-Z said, "Ask Nas, he don't want to withhold."
Changed everything.
Woo! Word is life.
Changed everything.
Word is life. Word is life. At Summer Jam. Niggas didn't put it on the record. Didn't put it on the record.
Matter of fact, not only did niggas not do that before that, niggas ain't really do it after that either.
It's a fact. Like,
only certain ones.
Kendrick.
50.
T.I.
50.
Ludacris.
50.
Yeah. Only certain
Game.
You really gotta have beef.
Definitely.
That beef DVD era was mean.
So here's my question.
They ate off that.
Here's my question.
Where they at now? Niggas working at fucking Subway right now, bitch.
Jay said that it could have been a conversation, right? A phone call, right? But whose side? Okay, so whose side are we on? Like, what are we at? Like, are you offended if somebody disses another artist on the record you on, or are you just like, ain't got nothing to do with me? How are you handling that?
You got to handle it behind the boards, like Jay say, man. You don't go on fucking Instagram and let the fans in the world know. Bitch, you call that nigga immediately, like, yo, what the fuck is you doing?
Why he couldn't call Push?
Nobody would have ever
number.
Nobody would have ever known. Like, nobody. And I'm pretty sure a phone call had to happen when they shit. A phone call had to happen
to do this fucking song. Instagram tweet.
We're not putting that song on an album because X, Y, and Z. You don't do this. Don't.
Word is like, bro.
Man.
That shit corny, bro. Like, that shit is whack.
Here's my question.
That's these young niggas, man.
He sent the message to Pusha T, but it was really for Drake to see, to let Drake know I had nothing to do with this. So
you got this nigga Drake number, nigga.
Okay,
call Drake fucking number.
That's where I was getting at. What if Drake gets into his beige rage, feels some type of way, and stop answering my call because he thinks I'm with Pusha T?
Listen, once I put a text out, once I text you and I tell you what it is, nigga, and that was in your hands, yo.
I'm not texting.
I already know what's what.
You.
I already know I'm doing all that. If I'm, like you said, if you calling niggas, but once I text you and I'm calling you and you ain't answering my shit and I text you, this is what it is. After that, it's in your hands, nigga.
I hear what you're saying, but it sounds like Young Thug is banking on his relationship with Drake.
He's banking on
absolutely.
Okay, so you can't just say if Drake get my message, he do or if he don't. No, I need you to know that I had nothing to do with this.
So if we got a relationship, I shouldn't have to turn to social media to get in contact with.
If we got a relationship, you should be on the record with a nigga dissing me. If I'm Drake, I can think this any way I want.
Because if we was cool, obviously Young Thug ain't had shit to do with that. So if him and Drake was cool, if Drake doesn't understand that, then he wasn't really cool with him in the first place.
Word is
I don't think that people really want to be cool with Drake. It's just Drake is the ball. I want to be attached to Drake. I don't really care for Drake. Man, so we're not really friends. He
is sensitive ass light skinned nigga, but he don't seem whack though, bro. He don't seem like a whack nigga. He's just sensitive and light skinned.
But Drake is
no
the
longer the G-Unit era, bro.
I know what that means. I'm just saying Drake is the ball.
Anybody that did a song with anybody that 50 was beefing with, 50 beef with them.
Word is bond. He beef with
there's no longer that era.
That shit is over, yo. Yeah, that shit is over.
That era is gone.
So why did Young Thug do what he did? Obviously he posed
because we're in a social media era.
He's a faggot, yo. Like,
wow.
He's a bitch, yo.
Come on,
wow.
Nah, I ain't gonna say he a faggot. I'm sorry.
He said it twice.
I'm sorry. Not the F word. I'm sorry. Not the F word. I apologize. Let me bring that back. I'm sorry.
Now you make me worse. I gotta do some edits.
But that was some bitch shit, though. Like, some real shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
But I'm saying he must have did it for a reason. So let's.
Absolutely did it for a reason.
So that's all I'm saying.
He did it for the brand.
even though we might not agree why he did it, obviously he wanted Drake to know immediately and in public.
He did it for the gram.
I'm not debating with y'all on that. I'm just saying, if you gotta look at the way people move. Why would he do that?
Because this the nigga saying what the same nigga that made the video said he gonna get his titties done when he go to prison.
I don't think that this is
the type of nigga we dealing with though. But nigga that make a video and do that and say some stupid shit like that is the nigga we dealing with.
How about he did say that?
He did say that, but
I remember that.
He did. He might have said that.
So if a nigga say some shit like that, you don't know what he capable of doing. He might personally. Me personally, if I hear some shit,
how about he got a point?
He might have been in his troll bag, but then on this record, he might be dead ass serious. Like, hold up, all jokes aside.
This the same dude that wore a blouse on his album cover.
Okay, all right.
The reason I said that, I don't give a fuck that he did that, but he's not trolling. That's just him. That's what I'm saying. That's just him. He's not trolling, yo.
And you really I fuck with Thugger. I fuck with Thugger. It could have been a conversation, but Flaw, to your point, that was part of it. Maybe part of it. I just want to make it known who my alliances is with.
Yeah, it's definitely that. It's definitely that.
This industry is,
and it's for the industry to know too.
So let's put it out to the. That shit could have been a phone.
So when are we going to get over it? Because obviously we just had this situation. But wait, when are we going to get over it? Because we just had this situation with Trey Songz, and y'all said call him. Obviously, calling is not what we're doing today. You're going to get everything on social media.
He did it for the gram.
Because niggas' music don't be hitting. Let's keep it 100, man. Niggas' music ain't hitting like how it used to. And Trey Songz ain't putting out an album that all these females is going to go levitate to right now. You feel me? This nigga Chris Brown is being lazy as hell compared to, called by Flaw, name his album Breezy. He said he lazy.
We might go, okay, listen.
He said he lazy, bro.
2 minutes, and then we're going to get to Jay's topic. But I want to talk about this a bit. 2 minutes.
Oh, we got to talk about that. You a hate ass nigga.
He said he lazy, bro.
Listen, 20 albums in, and you name your album Breezy.
You don't even know why he did it, though.
Why?
I want to be a vibe behind it. It might be a breezy vibe.
It might have an explanation. Wait a minute, Flaw. Wait a minute.
Now all of a sudden you don't care.
Nigga, we got episode 41.
You need to see?
Right.
Out of all of the episodes you done named, nigga, how many of them shits cleverly come to you?
Jerrell named the episodes.
Right.
How many episodes?
You.
I'm talking about you.
No. I don't name.
How many episodes come to you cleverly?
I don't name episodes.
No, this sucks. Listen, I'm trying, bro.
Shut up, nigga.
He basically say, if you can't name the episode, shut the fuck up about Chris Brown naming his
album. The fucking album.
Okay.
Because he said, are we getting lazy with the album titles?
Whoa.
Time out. I'm 20 albums in. You fucking right. That shit about to be called Big J.
If that's your angle, Jay.
Big J at home.
Jay. If that's your angle, excuse me for asking for a little assistance while I edit the shows till 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
I don't want to hear that part.
That's not.
We want to hear it. I'm here for it, bro. Talk to me.
Flaw, that's not my direct angle. It's not a direct shot. But it's really a question to ask you as a creative who edits the episodes. You listen to the episodes. You get key phrases.
Album and shit.
You get key phrases. You get like conversations. You get all of that out of the episodes. Flaw, I've recorded podcasts, bro. Every podcast that I've recorded from the town and not safe for work, I've never re-listened to. I don't have what you have. I give you that.
Jay.
To do all of that work,
Jay,
to create an album
on a Monday night, we're done recording around 8 p.m. Right, an hour, about 90 minutes to 2 hours,
and you get straight to the shit.
You need to tell me that you think that I sit here 2 hours after that till 10 o'clock to listen to our show to get a title? Like I don't got nothing to do? You're telling me that I listen. No, you're telling me that I listen to the podcast and I should pull from a title when the episode is done at 7:58. By 8 o'clock, I'm asking Jerrell for a title. How did I listen to the episode that quick? My nigga, why do you keep telling me you know who I am?
All right, so then I don't know your process.
Why did you just tell me?
I give you more credit than I give you. I apologize.
Jay, that is wild credit. What I'm never going to do, what I'm not going to do.
I take my credit back.
Jay,
your credit is declined.
I love this entanglement we in right now, bro.
Jay, I'm telling you 2 things. Now that we're recording on Sunday, that gives me a lot more time to be creative with the episode. Number 1. Number 2, what I'm not going to do is record with anybody for 2 hours, then edit the thing for 3 hours, go to bed at midnight so the episode can be up the next day. Hey, help me out. What should we call this? Blah, blah, blah. Then it's this. I'm not going to listen to the episode. Breezy, as far as an album title, he has more time than a few hours than me to create a topic.
Do you know that?
That's dropping.
Do you know that?
But that's his nickname.
So,
wait,
listen.
Hold on. That's his nickname.
That?
It's been his nickname.
Jay, I do know that, Jay. I do know that, Jay. I do know that.
Do you know what it takes to create an album? Do you know what it takes to create an album?
Can you please
These artists, listen, Pop Smoke has 400 records in the clip. So that means he records. So now, to do an album, you now have to go in the tuck. You now have to go into the folder of those thousands or hundreds of songs that you recorded. This is going to make the album. 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 This is who I want featured. This is what I want changed. This is what I want done. Chris, we need a title.
Jay, listen to what you said.
Features, bro.
Jay.
The same thing. The same credit I'm giving Chris Breezy. It's the same credit I gave you.
Jay,
you can't sit there and say,
listen to what I just said, Jay.
Albums and he was lazy by naming it Breezy.
Listen to what I just
You're
said.
creative too, bro.
Listen to what I just said, Jay. On a Monday night, the episode is done by 8. By noon, the episode is up. Jake, how are you going to compare the time that Chris Brown has to name his album to the time I have to name our episode? Fam, are you really? Are you bugging? I have a few hours to name the episode. Chris Brown has until it drops to name it.
Albums are recorded in 6 months to a year time.
What was the name of Chris Brown's last 2 albums? Do you know?
I don't recall.
I think
one was Indigo.
Creative.
That's dope.
Dope.
One was like Forever in a Moonlight or some shit. Like
creative.
Crazy shit.
Creative.
Like, all right. So why the fuck is you tripping on Breezy, bro?
Number one.
He gave you 2 creators back to back.
No.
Why you can't chill with the Breezy and just let the shit rock with Breezy?
That's fine. If you cool with Breezy, that's fine.
It's a dope album title, Breezy. Everybody call him that anyway.
I guess my point is, if you don't
it's like his 13th album or some shit.
If you don't remember the last 2 album titles, you shouldn't give a fuck about this.
That's what I'm saying.
There's an album title.
That too.
It don't mean nothing.
Yo, fam, that's the type of energy I got.
But Lil Wayne though. You had that energy with a Lil Wayne though.
No, but
have that with Lil Wayne. Have that with Weezy.
My job is to look at something that nobody else sees and say, I wonder if we can get something out of this. That's all I do. I don't see nothing wrong with that, fam. Now, y'all might have even, y'all could have said, I fuck with it, or I don't. He hits, sometimes it doesn't, fam. That's why I'm me.
Had that conversation with Lil Wayne. Because he got 5 Carters, nigga.
So Ant, we didn't have that conversation.
We did.
Yeah, we did. So Ant, what are you saying? I'm going to say, hey, is this person being lazy? Is this person motivated? If you name 6 Carters,
5.
I'm saying 5.
He got 5 Carters.
He's working on the 6th. Said
what? 5 dedications. He got something 5 dedications.
Something like that.
2 no ceilings.
Yeah, Flaw doesn't like that. He's made it.
2. I'm not a human being. He's a lazy nigga.
It's not what you don't like, but sometimes you got to grab something and say, "Does this have legs?" and bring it to the table.
But you've said you hate those titles.
To me,
correct me if I'm correct. You've said that before.
Title, bro.
Our debate was because I didn't follow Lil Wayne like that, but but for a fact, the Carter 1 and Carter 2 had a theme to it. The theme went away with Carter 3. So why name it the Carter 3? Why name it the Carter 4?
Because he's lazy. Number 1, I'll jump on that list. I'll jump on that list. At that time, because guess what?
What's your proof?
Until that time, he was on 77 features in 1 year.
What's your proof that he's lazy?
He was on that at that time. We're talking 2007 to 2008, right before the Carter 3 dropped. He dropped 77 features.
What's your proof that he's lazy? Because
we're gonna name this episode Jay and Flaw versus.
What's your proof? Since Breezy is cool, what is your point that he's lazy for continuing to name his album The Carter? If you're not just going to go off your instinct, my instinct says
that's your opinion, and I apologize.
I apologize. I said it was trash.
I apologize for arguing your opinion, but I personally take it personally when another creative can say someone is lazy when we title shit as well.
He had 2 hours to title an episode, Jay.
I don't on some real shit. I don't.
That shit come immediately. I see it every time. That shit
the lazy album cover shit. I don't think of it as lazy. You don't know why he named that shit.
We don't
know a lot of stuff, but
why not name it? But why not name it?
But
Breezy?
That's how he feels.
That's my thing.
I apologize because I'm arguing how that man feels, and I take that back. I apologize. You feel it was lazy? It was lazy. You feel Lil Wayne was
I didn't even get to I didn't even officially say it. I said, is it? And then you started going off about how I'm nuts. I never even defended my argument. I never even said I didn't defend it. I posted in the group,
I guess because to me, I kind of figured you were saying that it was lazy because you the lazy album cover dude.
You expect more.
You've expressed your opinion about people doing. You get what I'm saying? Who's to say Carter 3 or which Carter you said doesn't have a theme?
3.
Who's to say it doesn't have a theme?
Y'all told me that. I didn't know nothing about the thing. Yes, y'all did.
I know. I didn't tell you that.
Or Ralph told me that the Carter. Yeah, Ralph told me that the Carter 1 and Carter 2 were
fucking unsolicited podcast.
No, it's unsaturated podcast. I'm saying that when we had that conversation, when we had that conversation, I didn't know the Carter was a theme. But the theme ended in part 3. So why does he continue to go on? Now, if my opinion is he's lazy, that's just my opinion. I can go on and say that Jay-Z naming the Blueprint 3 years later after the Blueprint. Where's that going?
You've said it.
A trilogy.
And you can't argue because you've said it.
A trilogy, bro.
Go back. At the end of the day, go back to that.
He can lean on the argument. It's a trilogy.
Yeah, it's a trilogy. Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah.
So you ready?
Alcina needs his ass beat.
All right. Jay, go ahead. You got the floor, Jay.
Why does he need his ass beat, bro? He broke up a happy home. That's what he did. He Alicia Keys that shit.
Nope.
So why he for bringing it up years later?
Yo, Ant, let him get his shit off, Ant.
Let me go to my notes. He gets a foul on that.
Jay got notes.
I got notes, babe.
Music podcast.
I got notes.
Music shit. He wrote notes. I gotta hear this.
Will Smith is one of the best rappers of all times. He counts.
Semi-facts.
Let me paint a situation, right?
Talk to me.
We've all been through the situation. If you haven't, tip my hat to you. I believe you're capping, but it is what it is. If you've ever been in a long-term relationship, marriage, whether it's a marriage or relationship, right? And you and your lady, man, split up 2 or more months, there was always an August Alsina lingering in the background. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Will and Jada said they separated. Will even said it. I was done with you.
Yeah. You
get what I'm saying? So if he's going to tell the red table that, what do you think he told her in an argument of, I'm done. This relationship is over. This marriage is over, blah, 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 blah. Jada now being unstable and emotionally thrown off, her balance is fucked up. August Alsina was the shoulder and the dick to cry on. You get what I'm saying? She did what she did with him. She had an entanglement, which is a real fucking thing. Complicated relationship. She had an entanglement. She did what she did. But now, August Alsina, you got to understand, you're battling a fucking marriage, bro. Marriage and kids and money and wealth. You're battling a fucking legacy that is built, my nigga. You should have known that going into this situation, that this woman that you're about to fuck, this cougar that you're about to fuck.
This cougar. Get them bars off, Jay.
A fucking wealthy ass husband. A legend, my nigga. aside from Shark Tale, which was a great movie, and Wild Wild West.
Yo, my God. First of all, Shark Tale
Shut
is
up.
legendary.
Yeah, he got a couple bombs, but yeah.
Donations. Donations. Gifts.
Go ahead, man. Talk that shit, bro.
Talk your shit, Jay. Get your shit off.
Get that
The
shit
woman
off.
that you are now being leaned upon, the woman that you are now, whatever entanglement y'all have, whatever y'all fuck once, twice, 10 times, 5 times, whatever. Whether Will came to you and said, listen, Og, I understand what you're doing. You've been in my house and I see what's going on. I understand. I'm out filming movies. I'm doing these features. I'm jumping out of planes for my birthday. I'm being a great father. I'm being a great life partner. Me and my wife are going through something right now, and I think we're done. Whether you got that blessing or not, my nigga, you were supposed to understand that relationship, that marriage is always supposed to be able to come back together and stop and start like it never stopped. I've been in this situation before. I'm fucking a chick that just broke up with her nigga, that just broke up with her husband, and all of a sudden I get ghosted. And then I'm seeing pictures of them on Instagram. Am I going public? Nah. Am I blaming my mental health? Am I blaming my anxiety, my depression? Am I blaming the shit that I'm going through life to go public on Facebook and saying, oh, bitch, you was just sucking my dick in my studio. All of a sudden, now you kissing your husband again on his lips? Nah, nigga. Check your fucking feelings. Understand the entanglement. Understand the rules that you're entangled with, nigga.
Jay.
You might do that if you had an album coming out.
Yeah.
Right. So hold on. What is it? Hold on.
Might do that if you had an album coming out.
I'm confused.
No, you're right. You absolutely right. So your last album, The Testimony, came out. I don't know how many years ago.
Yeah.
What was that?
Like 2014.
Now you're back out. So, I got to generate a buzz. I'm not popping like I was when I was popping. Mm-hmm. That Red Table was 13 minutes. You're talking to 2 actors, bro. People who
I get what he's saying.
People who act for a living. Y'all niggas is talking about Will is hurt. No. That nigga, what?
I think
that
Will's
nigga
good.
watched that Uncle Phil episode right before that Red Table to cry, to get those red eyes. We're gonna clean up this motherfucking.
You want my opinion on that part?
Go ahead,
bro.
Talk to me.
You want my opinion on that part and that part alone?
Continue to Jay versus Flaw versus.
Episode
41.
Was confused. I was confused at first watching it because for a few things that's a fact. Will put out a statement that said he was not going to be there. Then he was there, which tells me his life partner asked him nicely, "Please come. I need you." That's what that tells me. To me. Mm-hmm. Yes, Jay, you brought up the fact that Will is skydiving, swimming with the sharks, climbing towers, living his best life. Sometimes that's how a man suppresses his pain. So actually talking about it might have made him feel some type of way. The way he avoided the conversation was to avoid it as a whole. Because I know August is in my house. I'm not dumb. I've had conversations with my kids. It's the right thing to do. We know what's going on. But how I deal with it is I fly. I make Bad Boys 3. I do stuff on my own. I have fun. So that look on Will's face could have been on some, now I have to deal with this. And the way I deal with things is by not dealing with things at all. That's my opinion.
Can I interject?
I'm done.
Can I interject?
Go ahead, talk to me.
I'm going to interject. Donations. Gifts. This is why I interject at. This is old. This is not the first time August Alsina has brought Will and Jada to the front table.
That's true.
This is nothing new.
Mm-hmm.
They even said this shit was old.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? This shit is old. You know what this is? This is cleanup. You know those looks that he was giving her? You know those looks that he was giving her? You've ever been out with your lady or somebody that you've had a special connection with and they start acting brand new in public and you just had this look on your face? Like, you acting real different.
So do y'all know the true backstory on how this all happened?
August Alsina came
before
to
August,
them.
Before August. Do y'all know where this snowfall came from? This is before August. See, I know.
Is it the alleged Suicide Squad or the Hitch? Shorty from Hitch?
No. Shorty from Hitch came around. It was around the same time. But a lot of people think Will Smith started this. What people don't know is Jada Pinkett is the sex addict, recovering sex addict. She was a big star, met Will Smith. Her and Will Smith was these two energetic people. She started having kids. When you have kids and women, your body changes. You become unloved. Will Smith is on the scene making movies after movies with all these women, right? Jada Pinkett feels unloved. So what they do is they agree to have this swinger relationship. Allegedly, Jada Pinkett swings without Will, and it embarrasses Will, and they haven't really been the best two ever since. So there is hurt.
Yeah, I heard all this.
Yeah.
All right.
So there,
all right.
wait, Jay, relax.
Sorry.
So what I'm telling you is there is hurt there. Did they recoup from it? I don't know. Now, maybe if there was a way for Will to get over it was to avoid it. I'm saying regardless of how old it is, that now that I have to sit here and be a part of this because your boo fucked up, all my side pieces have never come out. Yes, Will Smith has had
right,
but
I agree with you, Flaw. I agree with you.
None of them have come out. Yours have, Jada. This is your mess. I told you I was not coming, so now you want me to be here just so you can sit in. Here's my problem. I'm gonna let you go, Jay. You asked me to be here just so you could tell 12 million people, probably more by now, that I fucked up too. This ain't about me, baby. This is because you fucked up. And Jada really took the time to say, "Oh, you've done stuff too." I hate that. I hate that, fam.
Right. I'm sorry.
You gotta know it's coming, back. But you gotta know it's coming.
Here's the whole thing, though. Here's the whole thing.
Gotta know it's coming.
And I agree with you, Flaw. I am agreeing. When you're in a lifestyle, when you're in a swinging, open, cuck, hot wife, whatever the fuck you want to call it, whenever you're in those type of lifestyles, discretion, privacy, secret society, all I ask is trust. Is the number one fucking cleanliness, of course, is a number one fucking rule. Yeah. This is That's why I will continue to say August needs his ass whooped. They brought him in. Was it to mold him? You were going through an emotional state.
But
you were going through this.
There's a big button there, Jay. There's a big button there. August isn't well. That's I don't care what law you make. Jay.
I'm not well, Flaw.
No,
I'm not well.
So
I'm not well, Flaw. I'm not well.
You can make every law in the book. If you bring somebody who's unstable in, they're going to flip.
No.
We're talking about a kid right now.
Yeah, what you mean, kid?
We're not even talking about a kid, bro. We're not even talking about you're a grown-ass man, bro.
He grown,
listen,
on,
you shouldn't have did what you did. If this
he should be held accountable for his actions.
Here's my other side. Here's my conspiracy theorist side. All of this shit is a plan.
You're never here for August. I'll see you again.
All of this shit. If I came to you,
tell you that.
If I'm in your home, if I confided in you, if y'all my mentees, if we're in a polyamorous relationship or whatever we're in, and I got an album coming out, I need to generate some.
Yeah, we know the 50 Cent shit. We know that.
Hold on, I've said this before, so let's drag this out a little bit more. That motherfucking red table was 13 fucking minutes.
Compared to being 45 minutes long. Yeah. Normally it's like 45 minutes.
You get what I'm saying? I'm talking to two actors.
All right, look, man. Look, man.
One who is a fucking legend who can cry on sight. Look. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to say this bullshit again. I'm actually going to say names. I'm actually going to say, oh, I got my blessings from Will. Y'all are going to go do your red table thing, which is going to generate more buzz, more viewers, more dollar signs for y'all. You get what I'm saying? Y'all going to clean this up. Guess what's going to happen? It's during the pandemic, coronavirus. We're still in our fucking first wave. We're still in the Black Lives Movement matter, which we still have to talk about with Gilly. And shit, motherfuckers is going to forget about this shit next week. Motherfuckers is tired of the word entanglement. Motherfuckers
already,
like that.
Yeah, already. Yeah, niggas is already tired of that shit.
Niggas done found a new word, and it's just not as cool as expeditiously. So niggas is not dragging this shit out.
Listen, man. At the
end of the day, those are my two views on it. August Alsina is wrong. This is a cleanup.
Fact.
Yeah. Let me just say this, man. I wholeheartedly agree with everything you just said. I couldn't say it more better. But at the end of the day, we gotta look at what we're looking at, man. This is Will and Jada are in their 40s? Late 40s, 50s.
Oh, you celebrated 51.
This nigga, August Alsina, is 27 years old, man. Yeah. What are we talking about, man? You feel me?
What do you mean?
He did exactly what he's supposed to do. He's a child, bro. he's gonna talk about this shit, bro.
Yeah,
He's not a.
He's 27 now, but he been dealing with Jada for how long?
I understand that as
I'm
well.
saying,
Like, so I'm not. We expecting him not to say this shit, yo. And we expecting him not to do what he did.
And just like what I said in pre-production, it's like when you get the pussy from the teacher in high school, and you tell your friends,
you ready to, you know what I'm saying? Right. So my thing is, what we shot, he said what he said, yo. Like, of course he gonna say what he said. Like,
and that's why I was saying,
your motherfucker,
bro, we talking about a child, like he a couple years removed from being the nigga son, nigga.
And this is, and Jay, that's why I said what I said. Jada, regardless of what the true story is, this falls on you because you
exactly
brought him in like that. You did.
So the crazy part is they are old enough to be his parents.
Yeah, right. And that's what they brought him in as. We're going to help you get over this.
And if you Will Smith,
that's my problem.
And if you Will Smith, you know your wife. You know when this nigga come around, she spark up, her eyes get the light in her eye. You see that shit. You see it go down.
And how long he's been with the family. Like, he was on Red Table Talk himself.
Right.
And this is the crazy part. And
so I'm saying, like, he's a friend of the family.
So everything that's happening right now, to me, it's like, okay, I'm expecting it to happen. That Red Table shit, it went exactly like Jay said.
Jay, before you go, Jay, do that. I think I smell. No. What you about to say something? I think I smell what you cooking. To where I can be on some. August is dealing with mental issues, and he really felt betrayed. And you can't get over the fact, which might be a fact, which might be true, that why is he doing this now that the album's dropped? You thinking this is all promotion? Forget his mental health. He could have been talked about this.
I'm not saying forget his mental health. It's not an excuse, though.
Excuse that part, but what I'm saying to you is he could have been spoke on this if that was the case.
Right.
Why once an
this could
album
possibly
dropped,
be a publicity stuff.
Got you. 100%.
And I'm with that. I'm on that edge.
That's why I said like 10 minutes ago. Yeah. You would do that if you had an album drop.
Yeah.
I've done bullshit with people whom I shouldn't have done bullshit with.
And y'all gotta think about there's no reason for us to check for August.
It's haunted me as well.
They talked about years ago.
But at the end of the day, you have people who are above you that have way more to lose than you do. Sometimes that shit got to come into play. Now, I might just be the unicorn, or I might just be the thought side nigga.
She's stupid, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He might just be in his feelings. He might be in his beige rage, as motherfucking Flaw was saying. You get what I'm saying?
I don't think there's enough feelings in the world. That
nigga had orange hair and a skull.
Come on, man. You know what you walking into, though, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I don't think he knows feelings at all.
You know exactly what you walking into as a young nigga, whatever.
Feelings, my nigga.
Like, come on now, like
you know what it was. Yes. Now, have I stumbled upon a young lady who I'm like, oh, she dope. Husband, boyfriend, taking her for granted. Oh, she's single.
Have I stumbled
upon? And I'm about to. And I'm knocking her down.
This nigga stumbled on it.
Yo, say Jerrell. Ooh, have I stumbled upon?
Yo, this nigga brought the bars out, didn't he?
You feel me?
Have I stumbled upon a young maiden?
You feel me?
I just really feel like
she doing what she doing to me, and then all of a sudden the conversation stopped, conversing stopped. We not sending pictures no more. We not texting no more. Damn, I'm blocked. She changed her number, but then 4 months later on down the line, it's I just want to let you know, me and my ex, we decided to work it out. I ain't mean to do that. You gotta understand that shit, my nigga. Like, young, old, all right, so we could chalk it up to a young mindset. Nigga, you with wealth, my nigga. Like, you're with wealth.
He is 27 years old, bro. He's 27 years old.
Okay,
I get what you're saying. I get what everybody's saying. He a grown man. At the end of the day, bro, you know how you was at 27, bro.
But Ant,
you made some mistakes.
I was doing this at 27.
Hey, yo, Ant, that's a
27 is when I started this shit, bro.
That's a fact of his age.
When did hold on though? When did I didn't mean cut you off, Flaw, but do we know how old August was when him and Jada started? Because they had a relationship.
Let's just say it's 5 years ago.
Because to me, I think they had a relationship before they started fucking.
Yeah. So let's just say 5. Let's just say 5 years
ago.
The
relationship was different.
Let's say 5 because he came in sick. They brought him in as a sick young kid that had talent.
Right. How old was he then?
Right.
We don't know.
Let's say 5 years. He was 22 years old. Let's say 5 years. let's say 2014
and guess
or
what?
some shit.
And guess what? Will got a hall pass because Jada said, "Oh no, you paid." And then even when she said, "Oh, August said you gave him permission." Oh, nobody can give you permission but me. No, motherfucker. Will told that nigga, you can green light to go pursue my wife. Green light. She gave you the green light to fuck.
Also,
I gave you the green light before I whoop your motherfucking ass.
Before
I have Jaden hop on your ass.
Listen to what they're saying. Also, listen to what they're saying, because I thought
That's
that
what
part
you
was
gotta
corny.
do.
I thought that part was corny too, because Jada really played on the emotions of women in the episode.
Yeah, of course.
So that part was corny because what Will said was, "I was done with you." I don't care who was. I don't care who was in your box. I don't care who you was with, Jada. So if I gave you my blessings, it's because I didn't care about anybody that you was with. I was done with you. Listen to what they're saying.
Now, and can we make a point to make it a point? Separation or a break, whether you believe it exists in marriages, a relationship or not. What happens during that break or separation is none of your required business. What we
unless
what?
Red table talk.
Unless niggas get pregnant or some shit like that.
I think
or niggas is still tight fucking and you get some type of venereal disease or some shit.
Each other's requirement is
right.
We're off a break. Let's Zoom to the clinic together.
Yeah, let's do all
that. I don't know what you did.
Yeah.
You don't know what I did. I don't want to know what you did.
Let's go.
But
let's just go.
I don't want to know what you did. And you're not going to know what I did. Let's find out what these results are. I'm not pregnant. No disease.
So if niggas got herpes,
we're back to what we're back to.
That changes everything. What do you mean?
Herpes? Or niggas got crabs. How did that change things?
You can get rid of crabs, but herpes.
I'm just asking.
Crabs.
Something that we can get rid of. Something that we can get rid of. How did that change things? Anything that we can get rid of. Did that change things?
Yeah,
break is over. Break is over. Break is over once them antibiotics.
I'm just asking, but
and then we take on that next
test.
Are
we good though? Like, can we move forward?
So now we're back. We can move forward. We can move forward.
Okay.
We can move forward.